Cindric has a chance to rebound after a disappointing showing. It's the final race in the dash for cash. Stakes will be high, and the last push to go home with a big payday.
All about the dash for cash.
Who will conquer the beast at Dover on FS1?
Good afternoon from Dover International Speedway. It's the Monster Mile.
It's a racetrack and I'm not there. What kind of bullshit is this?
In 2021, our coverage
I'm stuck here with you.
is brought to you by
But I'm okay with that. I like you. Hi.
And we've got a couple of
Good to see you all again.
today. Two champions at the cup level, drivers that have won right here at
Been
Dover.
itching to watch another race all week since I left Darlington Sunday.
Are impressive. Hey everybody, welcome in. I'm Adam Alexander with Kurt and Brad. So Kurt, give
First,
me an idea.
congratulations.
Look back at your career at
You
Dover.
win
Big win you had
my
here.
admiration and
What
respect.
stands out
Welcome.
about going to victory lane at this place?
This is one of the toughest tracks to win at. I showed up, won in the truck series right away, but the cup car took me another 10 years to win. So maybe that's why we're in the booth, Brad. I'm trying to learn more about this track.
Absolutely, Kurt. Now, this is a track I struggle at. It's a tough track. There's a reason why it's called the Monster.
Well,
it is so hard to get around that
LDFS,
concrete
nothing wrong with
surface
silver.
And the banking. Super, super fast, super slick, unlike any other track in NASCAR, Adam.
Brad, you told me on Race Hub this week you might need a
Ain't
mouthpiece
nothing
when
wrong
you
with
race
silver.
here. I guess that's because it's so rough, huh?
Absolutely. Very rough when that rubber gets on that racetrack and these cars.
I'm watching for a UPS truck today too because I started buying die-cast cars, the 124 scale ones.
Yeah, that air
I'm
pressure
addicted.
buildup, it just makes the car
And I've got one, maybe
about
two
30
coming into the
and you gotta
mail.
Keep digging all the way to lap 200 today.
No
Or
mouthpiece
UPS
needed
anyway.
in the booth, okay?
Listen to
Just
80s rock.
keep
Man, I do that at least 5 or 6 times a
racing
week.
at Dover right now. We're going trackside.
And now, with the most famous words in motorsports,
I have an announcement to
president
make.
of Dryden
Well,
Performance Products, Mr. Dave
I'll wait
Glicker.
till more people get here. It's not that big of a deal, but it's a race I plan on going to this year. Because after getting to go to Darlington and go back to a racetrack for the first time since before COVID, it has awoken the monster in me. I know that's not supposed to be a pun about Dover, but I really want to go to some races. So
The engines are fired. We're ready to roll. In
Today's
Dover,
bit,
Delaware. And a big day for four
and I'll
drivers.
explain why. Do I listen to Bon Jovi? Dude, when I was like growing up, I listened to Bon Jovi all the time because they were my mom's favorite band, but then I grew out of Bon Jovi. I still listen to all the music I used to listen to as a kid, except Bon Jovi. Like, I totally grew out of Bon Jovi, and now I can't go back and listen to them. I just don't enjoy it. So, today's bet is Josh Berry for the win and $25. Now, the reason I took a longer odds bet on Josh Berry is because, as I said, I started buying die-cast cars. I went to Darlington. I walked into a tent and I saw the 2004 Daytona 500 race win car for Junior. And I said, oh, shit, that's awesome. How much? $70? Shit, I'll buy that. And I was like, that's the only die-cast I'll buy. Wrong. I went to the next tent of die-cast cars and bought 2 more. Dale Jr.'s 2002 Oreo Busch Series car and his dad's 2000 Talladega win car. I bought that. And then I came home and started looking around on eBay and bought like 3 fucking more. So I've got to recoup some of those funds, and hopefully Josh Berry can do that for me. He's a longer shot. He's never raced at Dover in the Xfinity Series, but he's driving for a team that's won an ass ton of races there, Junior Motorsports. And I learned at Darlington that just because Josh Berry's never seen a racetrack before doesn't mean he can't do well on it. He damn near won Darlington. Nearly robbed me of $10 that I won for Allgaier winning last week. So today I went with a longer shot, Josh Berry. Go get him. Sweet Home Alabama. Leonard Skinner? Yeah. I've actually been to a Leonard Skinner concert before. I've seen them. What's left of Leonard Skinner. How about that NFL schedule release? My God. Are you ready to watch football like I am? NFL schedule release. I can't wait for this season. I may even go to a game or two. Like I said, I went to Darlington last week. Now I want to go places again. Fully vaccinated and ready to fucking party. Yeah, the diecast thing was a mistake. I've got a wish list on eBay of diecast cars that I've been looking at that I want. A few of them are affordable. And then there's like 2 that are completely out of the question because they're like really rare and like $200, $300, whatever. But anything under $100, I'll buy eventually. I did break that rule already because I bought the 2010 Dale Jr. Wrangler number 3 that he won Daytona with. I bought that. That's the one that's supposed to get here today. I couldn't help it. I had to buy that one. So, yeah. I've had to stop myself from buying diecast cars because I'm planning, I'm going to Daytona in August. I shouldn't have to pay for a hotel because my mom lives about 40 minutes from the racetrack, so I'm going to go stay at her house 2 nights and not have to pay for a hotel. And go to the Xfinity race and the Cup race at Daytona at the end of the regular season for the Cup Series. That's what I'm planning on. We haven't bought the tickets yet. My mom hasn't let me know if Dylan can come hang out with me at the house because she's like, well, you don't know Dylan. I'm like, oh, fucking A, whatever. My own mother doesn't trust my judgment in people. But yeah, where the fuck is everybody? I'm back home. We're back to stream again. I missed 1 week and now nobody wants to come hang out. I didn't stream after the Cup race because I didn't get home till like 10:30 that night, and I was pretty tired, had a sore throat from talking all weekend. I have not talked that much since pre-COVID. Me, Cameron, Dillon must have talked for 3 days straight, and then we were talking during the race, having to yell over cars to hear each other. So I was just really exhausted. I didn't have a live stream in me. And you saw how bad the internet was at the Holiday Inn in Darlington. It was pretty bad. So that's why I only streamed once last weekend and didn't stream any this week. But we're back now. How many wrecks will there be? Today or at Daytona when I go?
Started racing many years ago. His career blossomed early.
Every commercial break, I'm going to be running in there to see if the UPS truck has dropped off my fucking diecast.
Graduate with the Coastal Carolina. And 1 season ago, he made the playoffs, trying to do it again in 2021. Let's go from the driver's seat with the driver going off.
Josh Berry, go win this race and get me $25.
Brandon Brown, this is Brad Keselowski in the FS1 booth.
Hey, Robert, I'm going to Daytona. Daytona. We're planning on going to Daytona. I'm skipping Charlotte. I'm skipping Charlotte in a couple of weeks and just going to Daytona instead. And we're looking at Bristol, like I've been saying all year. The Charlotte Roval is definitely something I'm going to, but I'm skipping the 600, so I'll be streaming that here with you guys. We're all ready for another Denny Hamlin choke job. I think we all know Martin Truex Jr. is probably going to leave 400 fucking laps tomorrow, but we're going to watch the race anyway. Boy, that was an ass whooping of epic proportions that I witnessed in person last week. Kyle Larson is a madman. Kyle Larson's a fucking animal behind the wheel. I really thought he was going to pull that off last week.
To be exact, Brad, 13 drivers.
I looked at Cameron with about, I think when stage 3 was getting going, I looked at Cameron and I said, Kyle Larson was running like 5th or 6th. I said, I think Kyle Larson's got something for Truex because he's the only guy that really, really noticeably gets better on long runs. So I said, I think Larson's got something for him. Sure enough, he had something for him, but not enough to get the win. And I witnessed my 3rd Martin Truex Jr. win in my lifetime. Never thought I'd say that. Remember when Truex went 6 years without a win? I never thought I'd say, man, I've been to 3 Cup races that Martin Truex Jr.'s won. 2017 Fall Charlotte, 2019 600, and Darlington last week. Do I think Larson will be in the Hall of Fame one day? Yes. I know it's... God, I mean, he's been in Cup since 2014, but it still feels like he's so early in his career. But I'm confident in saying that, yeah, Larson's a Hall of Famer one day. Hey, there's Kurt Busch. He was on fire in front of me last week. Hey, there's Brad Keselowski. His pit stall was in front of me last week.
This guy just keeps putting together these top 10, top 15 runs. And you know, we are only...
Man, I rested the pops this week by not streaming, and I feel good.
More stage points in these 9 races than
I've been itching to watch a race. Like, I got home from Darlington and was like, man, I want to watch a race now. I want to go to another race. So Daytona in August is the plan right now for my next Cup race and Xfinity race. I'll be right back.
That has been very, very successful at Dover. Give me an idea of what that does to provide confidence for a driver who's chasing that first checkered flag.
Yeah, I'm looking at it, you have a lot of ingredients adding up. With the crew chief, with the Gibbs car, and the success here at Dover, And Daniel knows how to get the job done, and so it's going to be a matter of adapting to this track. It's really fresh right now, not a lot of rubbers on it, and so he's got to do the job to get to lap 200.
Absolutely, I'm looking at that. The guy started on the pole. I mean, track position at Dover is so important, and there's no better place than start up front. Keep there all day.
You guys talk about Gibbs' success here. 13 wins all time, the most of any team. 6 different drivers have delivered trophies for the coach. A lot of stories going into this race. Let's get a couple of more and head downstairs. Here's Jamie Little.
Hello, Adam. Well, it's a great opportunity today for 21-year-old Truck Series driver Zane Smith. He's filling in for Justin Haley, who is out because of COVID protocols. He's normally running in the Truck Series. Found out Thursday night he was going to be driving this car today. Didn't have a chance to jump in the car until this morning. They fit him in Justin's seat because they didn't have a backup plan. He's a little bit taller. He's cramped in there.
Guys, I've got spicy McChickens.
He will now drop to the back because of the driver's swap. He told me he hopes to make it to the front and drive it to victory.
My pick today is
like
Josh
he did here
Berry.
in August when he won
Josh
the
Berry
Truck
for the
Series.
win and
Bring it
25 big ones.
Jamie, last week at the end of the race in Darlington,
I just took a long shot because I bought diecast this week and I need to get some of that money back. I have a problem. I'm a 124 scaled diecast addict. I went from owning none to owning 6. Really, I've got 4 right now and 2 on the way, and one of them's getting here today. So yeah, I have a problem, an addiction.
In this race today as they look for their 4th straight $100,000 bonus.
Right now, I have McDonald's, and we're loving it.
As Regan just pointed out, trying to sweep the 4 Dash for Cash prizes in 2021. No one has ever done that. So we've talked about.
I had a fun time in Darlington. I really did. That was a great trip. Everything went smooth. The weather was perfect. I got really tan. Martin Truex stunk up the show on Sunday, but it was still a pretty entertaining race from where I was sitting. I heard it looked really good on TV, the race last week, even though Truex kicked everybody's ass. I didn't watch the full race when I got home, but I watched the race rewind and highlights and all that.
Our drivers only broadcast, and Brad going to be hosting.
So I could see what it looked like from the television.
Teleprompter for you, okay, Brad?
We'll be right. It's going to be a great race.
Here's our race analysis. 200 laps, 200 miles today. Stage 1, stage 2, 45 laps. That final run to the checkers is a long one. You see the fuel window. We do get a competition caution at lap 25.
Competition caution, lap 20.
In the Arca East race yesterday, tires were a concern, so something I know NASCAR will monitor here today. Justin Allgaier.
When Kyle Larson split Tyler Reddick and Ryan Newman 3 wide in the middle at turn 2 last week, we all jumped out of our seats. I was like, holy shit. I've been going to NASCAR races for 20 years, and the 2 most impressive drivers I've ever seen in person are Chase Elliott and Kyle Larson, as far as things that I've seen them do in person at races.
Starting on the front row is great, but our pole sitter Daniel Hemrick takes the outside lane. Allgaier are going to go inside at the start here, guys.
Hey, Robert, NFL schedule release. What'd you think?
Is feeling the groove right now. He's probably one of the
I might be going to see your beloved Washington Redacted play a game, because they play the Panthers in November, and my dad wants to go, so I might be going to a Washington game this year.
Tough to beat today, but then with the Dash for Cash, those 4 guys battling it out. You've got that little Ty Gibbs kid out there as well. Plenty of big names.
Noah Gregson trying to get his 4th straight $100,000 payday for his dad's future bail money.
Swerving back and forth, spinning the rear tires, try to heat him up. He's ready to go.
Now, I say Allgaier.
Kyle Larson is a maniac.
That's
An
in the
animal.
Xfinity Series, of course. Yesterday, Ty Gibbs winning the Arca race.
He actually got my damn hopes up near the end of that race last week.
And they weren't the only ones competing yesterday, so we'll watch them see if.
I wish I could have took all you guys with me to Darlington so you could see the fun we had.
Especially since all the drivers in today's field had no practice.
That shit's over now.
Yeah, anytime you can get track time, it's a huge advantage right now.
I will return to Darlington one day. I really enjoyed myself.
Change the game, but we are ready. Who's going green?
Mitchell Hemrick takes the outside lane, looking for his first career win. The green is out.
Green flag.
It's a monster mile.
Hemrick got a decent jump. He launched, and yes, he
Hemrick launches out to the lead.
That's probably the best feeling.
You know, last week I had to remember how to watch a race in person because it's a totally different experience. This week I got to remember how to watch it on TV again and get back in the stream of things. A lot of really good odds for the favorites today. That's why I had to take a long shot. Josh Berry's got a tire rub already. A left front tire rub. I hope that rubs out. That's what she said. We got a lead change here. Hemrick's underneath Allgaier going to 3. Allgaier's loot. God, these cars are sliding around. Looks like Darlington again.
Outside, and he clears Hemrick as we hit the start-finish line. And I thought, looking at the left front of that 8 car of Josh Berry, is there a bit of a tire rub?
The tire rub on the 8 car went away. Way to fucking make me lose my shit 3 laps into the race.
A little bit of damage, and then just that power move Allgaier made to get back by Hemrick for the lead. That's the confidence that Allgaier.
Keep an eye on John Hunter Nemechek today in the 26, and Zane Smith filling in for Justin Haley in the 11. Justin Haley tested positive for COVID. Another car to watch is A.J. Almadinger. He had a lot of great runs in the Cup Series at Dover.
This group here, we've got Ty Gibbs. We're rolling with him. Look at those numbers, guys. He didn't just win yesterday. He dominated the arcade.
I was surprised to see Ty Gibbs have such high odds for today's race. I know he won the ARCA race yesterday, but Josh Berry was 25 to 1 and Ty Gibbs was like 8 to 1.
Trying to get underneath Brett Moffitt of the 0-2.
Josh Berry up to 3rd now. Allgaier holds the lead. 15 laps till the competition. Yellow, God.
In each situation, and he just continues to impress.
Jeremy Clements in the top 10 doing what.
If anything happens in an IndyCar race, let us know. Oh, Tommy Joe Martin's loose off of 2. Keeps it out of the wall. He got some help.
Sliding up out of the groove.
Easy to do here. This track, you know, it's super clean right now.
And by got some help, it was probably just getting loose.
Marbles build up. See what happened to him.
Underneath Riley Herbst in the air. Oh, and then he almost got spun by John Hunter when he got loose. That would have been a bad wreck. That was right there off of 2, where you see a lot of big wrecks at Dover. That would have taken out pretty much everybody behind him.
Traffic on the interstate.
They get right to his outside, take that air off, and go, oh, he could feel him sliding up. He heard him lift out of the gas. He knew he was in trouble. Thankfully, they all got through.
Yeah, they all did good to get through that. But that's the craziness of Dover, and especially with the air pressure now starting to build up, you're starting to get different.
Allgaier and Josh Berry starting to drive away.
Look at Allgaier. The advantage over a second. We're almost 10 laps in.
I really wanted to pick Allgaier again, but his odds were so good, it wasn't worth picking.
Did he say my money maker because
that was a great save by Tommy Joe.
Is that why he phrased it that way?
Yeah, maybe. No, he's just feeling good about it. He's like, all right, my money down in 3 and 4, right, Brad? And then I think at 1 and 2, you're going to need to be better down there towards the end of the race. So
you got to think $100 grand. He's probably still thinking about that too.
Money maker.
I know I would be.
Justin Allgaier leading the race at Dover.
Daddy.
What do you want Aaron Rodgers for? You got Fitzmagic. I'm optimistic about the Falcons season just because we have such an explosive offense and an easy schedule. Hopefully Arthur Smith is actually a good play caller and not just, well, look, he made Ryan Tannehill look great. And Tannehill's good, but I don't think he's elite. But he looked great in Arthur Smith offense. Having Derrick Henry helped. But we all know Matt Ryan's way better than Ryan Tannehill. So I'm optimistic about our offense. Schedule, just, I mean, obviously we can only base our schedule on how the teams looked last year. I think there's a lot of teams we're going to score a lot of points on. We're going to be in a lot of shootouts, I think. I can't wait to play Dallas and drop 50 on them because fuck Dan Quinn. I want Kyle Pitts to catch 300 yards and 3 touchdowns against the Cowboys. Because the Cowboys wanted Pitts, and now Dan Quinn's their defensive coordinator. So I had the Falcons. I was like just guessing game by game. I was like, okay, I'll say 10-7, maybe 11-6 if we're really good. Never thought I'd say this, but it's going to be good to watch some preseason football this year. And I hate the preseason. Oh, come on, Fox. Can you believe I got to see Allgaier win me money in person? I'm feeling pretty good about that Josh Berry pick right now. The Packers will. Nobody's going to go 15-2. I don't think. I think the Packers will win 12 or 13 games, but 15-2 is really like nobody should be predicting 15-2. Even when the Patriots were at their peak, I would always say 12-4, 13-3. You got to remember you're going to lose. You are going to lose a game that you don't think you're going to lose. Every team does every year. There's always one game on your schedule that you think you're going to win, and then you fuck up and lose. But I think the Packers definitely take their division. You guys have an easy path to the playoffs. As long as Aaron Rodgers is the quarterback. If you lose him, you're fucked. But even if you lose him, you still got a shot at winning your division.
Intercliff's Fox Bet Super 6 Stage 2 contest during the Cup race tomorrow.
Anyway, back to car race.
Just download the app.
Creeping up on that competition yellow.
Stage 2. For your shot to win, it's free to play. Don't miss out. And play now while there's still time left. 18 laps in at Dover for the NASCAR Xfinity Series. Justin Allgaier.
What's up with Riley Herbst here?
Herbst has a handful.
Yeah, it's going to get a little bit of a...
He got a nudge from John Hunter. Just a little arrow push.
Time to go.
Maybe throwing him the business right there. It's like, I got to go, buddy.
I don't respect Riley Herbst either, John Hunter.
Throw about 14 spots.
Ooh, Ty Gibbs. Oh, my God. How was that not a wreck? Ty Gibbs and Mike Snyder during the commercial.
That was like almost an instant replay of the other guy. It's just throwing him the business. Like, here, I'm going to shove this air on your left rear.
Dude, Blake Bortles is not the reason the Jags almost got to the Super Bowl. Blake Bortles is trash. If Blake Bortles starts for Green Bay, you will barely win any games, I promise you. Blake Bortles is trash.
At lap 20, once everything cycles through, and there it is right there.
Just hope you keep Aaron Rodgers. I think you keep Aaron Rodgers. I don't see Rodgers going anywhere.
The car now 4 in the pits. And, you know, certainly coming here would be an option, or do you save him for later in the race if we don't get those long green flag runs in the final stage?
I'd rather have Jordan Love start than Blake Bortles.
Plays out for all these race teams.
Yeah, there's not very many laps remaining in the stage, but I got to tell you what, as a crew chief, this is a heck of a gamble if you don't pit right here. You do not want to blow a tire out of Dover. It will end your day fast.
You guys talk about big movers, and Zane Smith has been incredible.
Hey, you hear that? If you blow a tire out at Dover, it'll end your day. Oh, the Jaguars' defense that year was incredible. They also played in a very weak division that year, and Andrew Luck didn't play. That's the only reason the Jags won that division.
He has jumped up 20 positions. He has been outstanding in the early going. And
the Jaguars that year, one of the most overrated teams in recent memory. But that defense was no joke.
Looks really, really good today.
Yeah, both those boys, you know, you have to have the patience, but also you've got to get the feel of the car and making sure you got your balance checked out, deliver that information to the crew chief, and now we'll see. You know, like Brad's saying, it's a big risk to stay out here. And so those guys, they ran pretty darn hard, right, Brad? They're pushing through the limits, possibly the tires. But these caution laps keep clicking away. You might see some guys stay out just to try to grab that track position.
Absolutely. If you're my crew chief,
stay out
here and it works, you're a genius. If it doesn't work, I think I'm going to come in here and strangle you. But you know, it's a tough spot.
I ain't got to run
at
long.
because you look at all the situations that you have to deal with here. You want to not use.
Tim Tebow came back to play running back. They just got him listed as a tight end. He'll never play tight end. He will never be on the field. I don't think he even makes the team.
Matt Mills, 33rd, gets the free pass. And you talk about all guys
But
at Dover. He's now led
that's the
here
first
in
move that
7
made me think that, yeah, Urban Meyer's going to suck in Jacksonville. I just hope he doesn't ruin Trevor Lawrence's career before, you know, it's too late. But Urban Meyer's going to be a flop in Jacksonville. I can tell you that right now.
Probably snapped into his mind of a place like Winchester.
That Tim Tebow bullshit tells you a lot.
Midwestern track that he grew up on. That's what Dover did to me the first time I showed up. I'm like, man, this place is just mean, and you got to start real quick to figure it out.
Well, what I see there is 20 starts. So, you know, he's clearly got a lot of experience here.
These McChickens are spicy today.
There's something to be said for reps at a track like Dover where, you know, it's so dynamic. The track
extra
changes so
spicy.
much, and you really got to be on your game.
Now, where's my damn Dale Jr. Wrangler car? It's been out for delivery since 6:30 this morning. I've been pacing around all day since I woke up.
Less than 20 laps away once we return to the green flag. And as you can see, most of the front runners bypassing pit road. They'll stay out. And
Told you, staying out's the right call. AJ Almadinger's pitting. I think. Or was that Haley? No, it was Haley pitting. Not Haley. Fuck, he's not even here. Fucking Zane Smith.
Each of us has a different story.
I'd be tripping. Get well soon, Justin Haley. You're one of my favorites. Josh Berry gets to make his Cup Series debut tomorrow. Josh Berry's going to be driving the 77. So, best of luck to Josh Berry. I might have a new favorite driver, man. I'm really liking Josh Berry. I'm becoming a fan. If I had lost my $10 last week because he won, I'd still been happy. But I'm glad Allgaier won me a little money. I wish he could have won me more to pay for these fucking die-cast cars I can't stop buying. You know, Dale Jr.'s 2012 Michigan Dark Knight Mountain Dew car is like $300 fucking at the cheapest. That's one I really, really, really want, but I'm not paying that much for it. I found Dale Jr.'s Martinsville Win car, and it was like $450. I put it on my watch list, and the guy saw that I put it on my watch list, so he sent me an offer, a discount. Instead of $450, he'd sell it to me for $400, and I'm like, dude, I can't pay $400 for a fucking car, as cool as it is. And as much as I want it, because I've got Dale Jr.'s 2004 Talladega Cup Win car, a.k.a. that don't mean shit, Daddy's won here 10 times, the one that cost us the championship. I've got the 2004 Daytona 500 car. I got the 2000 Dale Earnhardt last win car, and I got Junior's Oreo car from 2002 that he won Daytona with. Got the Wrangler car coming in the mail, and I got Junior's 2003 Talladega car where they got caught up in the big one and still won. And then I got a list on eBay. Various cars. I'm trying to keep it to Dale Jr. and Dale Earnhardt stuff right now so I don't go crazy and buy everything. That's how I'm keeping it under control. One day when I have all the Earnhardt shit I want, I'll start looking. I did see Chase Elliott's Roval win car from 2019, the race I was at. But that was like $250. No, sir. I bet if I go to the racetrack, I could find it way cheaper than that. Next time I go to the racetrack, I'll go looking for diecast. This last time I wasn't looking for diecast. We just like, you know, stumbled upon them. A room tour? There's not much of a room to tour, really. But the diecast cars on display here are pretty nice. I like that I have cars displayed. Each of these cars, I really like the race win diecast of races that I watched or was at. And all 4 of these race win diecasts I have in front of me, plus the 2 coming in the mail, I remember watching those races. So they really mean a lot to me. Yes, I remember Dale Earnhardt's last win. I watched it. I was 6 years old, going on 7. Because I remember walking into my great-grandmother's house about an hour after the race to go eat dinner, and I announced to everybody that Earnhardt had won. I was very proud to announce it.
security. And Adam, a funny story. He got the call when he was in Texas on Thursday.
Hey, Lori.
He was at an appearance, but he was driving
Jeff, if you're
at
here.
the time of the call, picked it up, and
So, Lori, I started buying diecast cars. I'm going to Daytona in August, and I had a fun time in Darlington. That's what you've missed so far. And if Josh Berry wins today, I get $25.
All right, everybody make a mental note.
There, you're all caught up. We're coming to the green here with about 20 to go in stage 1. It's Allgaier, Josh Berry, Brandon Jones, Daniel Hemrick, Almadinger, and Gregson. Everybody stayed out except a few cars in the back. Allgaier restarts from the outside. Clears them into 1. Brandon Jones, Josh Berry side by side for second. Please don't get loose and take out my $25, Brandon Jones. Allgaier's killing these dudes on these restarts. I can tell you, being at the race in Darlington last week, you guys saw it on TV. That race was won and lost on restarts. Allgaier's got the experience up front. Josh Berry doesn't in this series. And Allgaier played him like a fiddle last week to win that race. Whoa, Josh Berry, hang on, buddy. Josh Berry completely missed the groove and almost went up into the wall. Jones and Almadinger pass him. Wow, Berry got a great run off of 2. He's going to pass Brandon Jones back. Loose on the bottom, but makes the pass. So Josh Berry only loses really 1 spot there.
Here's what you were talking about, Brad.
Almadinger never came close to touching him. I don't know what Kozlowski's talking about. Berry gathered up, kept going, and had a nice run down the back.
And of course you're going to pay the penalty of getting loose or crossed up when you land. The elevation change at this track, it's a fun, intense feel. But you get
like I said, A.J. Almadinger in second. Great here in the Cup Series through his entire career. I almost bet on him today, but I was going for big money. After Josh Berry's run at Darlington and the win at Martinsville, how could you not take Josh Berry at 25 to 1 at a place like Dover? How was he 25 to 1?
So far, that looks to be the case.
There you see Jason Burdett.
15 to go in stage 1. Why am I not at this race? Once you've been to a race, you're addicted. You want to go back.
Back in 2015.
I see what you did there.
Hey, him starting to
Last week really reaffirmed to me why I love racing. Because I had a great time.
That's the 39 Orion C.
Ty Gibbs in the top 10. He had a bad race at Darlington. Whoa, Riley Herbst, look out.
He's able to keep it off the wall.
Doesn't hit anything. Caution's out. Wow, you got spun out at Dover and didn't hit anything. Riley Herbst. Not surprised to see him getting spun out.
I mean, he didn't run into anything, and there's no big damage.
Riley was actually good here last year driving for Gibbs. This is the one time I'll say this. I was impressed with Riley Herbst just now. That fucking Opie from Andy Griffith looking motherfucker. Damn, Jeremy Clements just intimidated him. He hit the B button.
Jeremy Clements, 51.
Or was it John Hunter again? Don't tell me it was John Hunter again. John Hunter's already run him over once today. Wow, John Hunter just spun him out. He already tried to do it earlier. Boy, John Hunter's got it out for Riley Herbst. Keep an eye on that as we go throughout the day. John Hunter, Nemechek, Riley Herbst. There seems to be issues there.
Ouch. They were racing for 12. Prior to Nemechek coming through.
Probably because John Hunter should have Riley's ride.
Maybe Jeremy's a little bit more patient than John Hunter.
I mean, John Hunter's been to the show. He's been in the Cup car for a long time. He's winning truck races right now. And he's
yeah, that was probably bitterness. John Hunter knows he should be in that 98 car. Can't believe he didn't hit anything. Next time, spin him out off of 2. He'll eat shit off of 2.
Nice job keeping it off the wall.
That was right in the middle of 4.
That's so easy to do here at Dover.
Yeah, this is a self-cleaning racetrack, as they say, and usually you end up in the inside fence. So hopefully it'll turn out all right for Riley.
Riley makes a pit stop, and I will say it's no fun to fall back here, but the 98 won from the back with Chase Briscoe the last time we raced at Dover, so perhaps he's got something for him in the latter stages of this race. Going to be right around 10 laps to go in the stage when we get the restart. Allgaier, Almadinger, and...
Oh, Riley's not getting a lot of respect out there today. Is Tyler Reddick's going to drive for Jordan Anderson Racing at Circuit of the Americas in the Xfinity Series? That's next week. I can't wait. So if you guys would like to donate to my diecast car obsession, or buy me a ticket to the 600 in a couple weeks because I don't want to pay for it because I don't feel like, well, I want to go, but I'm going to Daytona instead. But if y'all want to buy me a ticket for Charlotte or some diecast money, I have Venmo and PayPal. And a Patreon. I kid, you ain't got to give me shit. But if you wanted to, I couldn't stop you. It's hard out here for a pimp. Funny story, I found Junior's 2003 Talladega car, and the box said 2004, but the picture of the car outside the box was from 03. So I ordered it, and then I messaged the seller and was like, hey, the box says 04, but that's the 03 car. Is it the 03 car? And he's like, I don't know. We're kind of confused. And he was like, we'll give you your money back if it's not right and not what you're looking for. So it got here the other day, and I opened the box, and the car is the 2004 car. It was not the car in the picture on eBay. They sent me the 04 car. But I was like, hey, you know what? I like that race. I like that car. It's the classic Budweiser car. So I kept it, and then I found Junior's 2003 Talladega car for like $30. No box, but it was in really good condition for $30, and I bought that. So one of these cars I wasn't even planning on buying, but because they sent me the wrong one, I was like, oh, fuck it, I'll keep it. I promise this coming week I'm going to stream a little more because I think I'm going to be off work in the middle of the week. I work Monday and Tuesday, and then it's supposed to rain. We got a little bit of indoor work, but I'll have some off days this coming week, and I'd like to get back to streaming GTA and all that. Maybe some. I was thinking about a NASCAR heat stream. In honor of the Indy 500, I might do a 100% race at Indianapolis in Heat 5. If y'all be interested. I thought about that today. That's a fun trip. Indianapolis in the game is really fun. Indianapolis in every NASCAR game is way better than it is in real life. We're going to restart with 9 to go on the stage. Allgaier, Josh Berry, Harrison Burton, H. Almadinger in the front rows.
And I think there's going to be an race here between the 7 and 16 to see.
Good to see Josh Berry back on that front row. He picked the inside line.
When he cleared to get the second place on that last restart, he was just a skosh faster than Justin Allmendinger. So we'll see if that carries through this restart.
Brad Keselowski just called Allgaier Justin Allmendinger.
We'll see if he can do it.
He sounds like me. I hate when Allgaier and Allmendinger are racing each other.
It's a little bit more than a fuzz. It's not quite a handful. Yeah.
I don't know. I know that. Yeah, it's something.
You know what Chris Myers would say? I kid because I care, right?
We kid because we care.
All right, and this is where Josh Berry, the guy on the inside front row.
Josh Berry's got to figure out these restarts. That's his only weakness.
Sometimes just got to be careful of it.
Pretty good restart for the 8 down low.
He had a good one that time, but Allgaier still cleared him.
And I'm surprised.
Josh Berry's back into second.
A bit more aggressive. Harrison Burton jumps up to 4th.
Dover is such a good racetrack for these kinds of cars.
Josh Berry just did right there.
Yeah, he's wheeling it. Look at him. He's sniffing. He's like, I'm right here for this stage win. I'm going to give it a shot.
You know what's funny about Josh Berry not running for the championship part-time, right? A stage win really doesn't mean anything to him. He doesn't get the benefits. But boy,
Josh Berry going for the lead, boy. He's underneath Allgaier. And Keselowski was right. Berry was a little faster. Oh, Allgaier, hang on, buddy. God, these guys are all over the place. Loose. Josh Berry takes the lead. Oh, no, he doesn't. Sideways. Now he's loose. Good God. What is going on out here today? I hope the Cup race is like half as good as this has been already. Allgaier retakes the lead. Berry back into second. Maybe we'll just stay in second right now, Josh. Let's not junk our shit. I got $25 on the line. Help pay for one of them diecasts I shouldn't have bought.
He said, I think I'll just give you a little extra room to save it before you get to me.
Yep, that's that little sixth sense you gotta feel. But Berry, he's working back towards him again. Man, he's just looking all over the racetrack. But yeah, this is down into turn 1, and this thing just gets crossed up on him.
And look at Justin Klein. He says, ooh, just an extra room here.
How much do you feel that? If your all-guyer out there and he slips, I mean, that has got to be concerning.
Absolutely. I think that's what separates, some of the great race car drivers in traffic versus some of the not-so-great race car drivers in traffic, Adam, is they know when to give that little extra room. You don't want to give that extra room and get
Hey, guess what? My Wrangler car is here.
Attaboy to Sam
Time to go stage 1.
John Hunter Nemechek, who has worked his way into the top 10, and just in front of he and Annette, Ryan Sieg going wide.
Wasn't handling the way
The one about Riley Herbst.
I don't know if it was on the tight side or loose.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, you got to just kind of bail
Riley
out,
Herbst spinning, a common
get
thought.
reset, and then get your momentum built back up on the next
4 cars under a blanket up front with 3 to go in the stage.
This time by Allgaier, Barry, Almadinger, Harrison, Burton, Brandon.
Trying to finish my food. I got a car over here in a box I can't wait to open.
Watching the action with our Leaf Home Solutions onboard camera.
So what they're talking about is diamonding the corners, which really simply is you drive in the bottom, you climb up the hill. When you get to the top of the hill, you drive back down the hill. We think of it like a diamond. We see some really
Wow, look at Brandon Jones, Austin Cindric, and Noah Gregson. 5th, 6th, and 7th all over each other.
Jones, Noah Gregson, Austin Cindric, and look who's joined the party.
And there's Ty Gibbs. Ooh, Ty, oh shit! And Cindric saves it. What is going on out here today? Oh my God. Everybody's driving their ass off today. There should have been like 10 wrecks. Holy fuck. Justin Allgaier wins stage 1. Jesus Christ. Maybe we should just call the race after this before somebody gets hurt. I kid, of course, but my God.
I gotta tell you what, that stage had some action. That was great.
You want action?
Across the field.
It's like an old trophy dash. 4 cars going for it.
Cindric did that stupid shit the AI NASCAR Heat 5 does where they come off the corner and like you're coming up the track and they come off the wall. Oh my God, how did he save that?
That was fabulous with Ty lifting.
All right, let me open this car. I'm excited.
That look says it all. Justin Allgaier off to a strong start.
Okay, I got to open up the 2010 first race with the Xfinity Series COT. This was. It was Daytona in July 2010. Dale Jr. driving for RCR. Damn it. Come on. Well, he sure did pack it in there pretty tight. I appreciate that, though. Oh, he's got packing peanuts in here. This is going to make a mess. God damn, that's some good tape. Hold on, bro. You didn't have to put packing peanuts in there. I think the bubble wrap would have sufficed. Give me these fucking scissors. Aha! I'm gonna put all these damn packing peanuts back in here. That's the first time I've gotten a package on eBay with packing peanuts in it. How's Zane Smith doing? He pitted in the middle of that stage. And he got up to 11th place there at the end. So he's doing fine. He had fresher tires, though. Okay, here it is. Not only was there like 10 pounds of packing peanuts in there, it's in about 35 layers of bubble wrap. But this is awesome. I'm so happy. This is the most expensive one I'll buy. It costs like $140. I'm not going to make a habit of this. Salute to Dale. 124 scale stock car. Y'all can't see it. I wish I could show you, but because it's pretty neato. Congratulations on your purchase. Oh, this is from the seller. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Cool beans. Wow, this is like, has all the shit. All the stuff that came with the package. Take the new diecast car. Foam packaging, blah, blah, blah. Remove the foam packaging, not remove the lid or cut the tape. Too late. These cars are not meant to be kept in boxes. We display them. I got to get me like a glass case because my 2000 Dale Earnhardt Talladega win car comes with a bag of confetti and Winston money for you to dump all over the car like it was in Victory Lane. So I got to get a case to put that one in because I want to put the little Winston million money and the confetti all over it. Here, this car is awesome.
We had plenty to talk about on the final lap of the stage here. They were busy out there. I mean, to me, it's a young bull with Ty, and you got your current champion with Cindric, who is asking for the respect. And it's just, it's great when you have the personalities that have their opinions.
Things like bolted into the styrofoam.
Saving their cars.
Both finished the stage inside the top 10. Pit road is open, and the leaders are coming.
Need a Phillips head screwdriver, blah, blah,
And
blah.
Harrison Burton in the 20 up one position from the start of the
As soon as
race.
pit stops in, I gotta go show this to my grandpa. He's gonna want to see it.
There'll be a 4-tire stop there. The 16 of AJ Almadinger. He got a track
Wow, this diecast is great. It's got the roof flaps and everything.
There, a 4-tire stop for him. Just out of the track, not rolling the center like we need to. Regan.
The car, Josh Berry, continues to impress in this Xfinity Series. Right now, his race car just a little bit too loose for his liking, especially when he's on the inside of guys on the bottom of the racetrack. Justin Allgaier, that race car started to skate the back of the car too much, getting in and off the corners, especially over the rubber that builds up on the racetrack here.
AJ Almadinger. Oh, wait, it's Jeb Burton. Their cars really look the same this week. Jeb Burton, 2 tires, takes the lead. Brandon Brown takes 2 tires and moves up to 3rd.
So a bit of a strategy play here. Brandon Brown in that same category. It already made a pit stop.
Somebody's got an uncontrolled tire on pit road. I couldn't tell who.
Only 2 tires, gain some track position. Allgaier comes off 2nd.
Hey, Justin Allgaier.
I'll be right back.
Push up in the Fox Sports booth. You got us, bud?
Yeah, Kurt, go ahead, buddy.
Dude, you were wheeling it that whole first stage. You had a couple refires on the tires, lane choice on the restart, and then racing a teammate, Josh Berry, who's hungry and on it. Brad and I were giving you compliments on how you gave him just enough room when he was making mistakes below you.
It's hard, you know. I mean, obviously, we got a really fast, brand fresh Coach Camaro, and really proud of everybody at Junior Motorsports for the cars we did bring to the racetrack. But, you know, that being said, we got 3 other ones in the field that are equally as good. So, you know, Josh has done a fantastic job trying to give us some room there. And just race it out, you know, get to the first stage here, see how things worked out, get a good read on the balance, and then we can go into the second stage, hopefully make the right adjustments, and we can battle our way back up here. But this is not an easy place, but it's a fun place, especially with your cars working right. So that's off to the guys down there in the box, Jason, and all the guys down there, and the crew. We'll do what we can do here.
Right on, man. Keep it up and bring that money maker back around, but you got $100 grand out there from Xfinity you got to go get.
That's right. I mean, it's super cool what they do with the Dash for Cash program. So that's our goal. You know, we want to win the race too, but the easiest way to win that Dash for Cash is to go to victory lane, and then nobody can beat you for it. So thank you, Kurt.
10-4. Thanks, buddy.
A couple of drivers did stay out on that cycle of pit stops. We'll reset the running order when we come back and get the restart after this.
I'll be seeing you.
Okay, so they fastened the car down to this fucking foam, so this is a project. Come on, man, I just want my car. I think this fucking screwdriver's too small. Where's that other one? Is that it? Is that too big? I can't fucking see. And they really have to do this? They really had to do this. They had to make this annoying. fucking... I just want to display my fucking car. Oh, it says I can do it with a quarter. Oh yeah, that one part is bigger. Hold on. I'm really glad they had to give me a fucking project to do when I'm trying to live stream a race. Ain't that nice of them? Here we go. The quarter's much easier. This is a pain in the ass. We interrupt this live stream for a pain in the ass diecast unboxing that I couldn't wait to do till after the race because there we go, that's one screw. And this other one's in there, boy. Heavy. This has turned into ASMR because when I'm concentrating, I'm like breathing heavy. Looks like Tommy Joe Martins and Riley Herbst stayed out. Makes sense. Jeb Burton took 2 tires. Hey, I got it. You got it, Mikey. All right. Okay. Am I going to hell for making that joke? Probably. Man, this is beautiful. Love this car. I love... Okay, so I hated the COTs and all that, but I gotta admit, the diecast cars, this is the early Xfinity COT with the big-ass splitter. You see the ones they run now, small splitters. This splitter is so big on this car, you could feed a fucking family of 7 off of the splitter on this thing. But this is really cool. I need to get more COT diecast because the little tiny diecast COT cars suck because they don't even actually have splitter braces on.
We're in the month of May, pretty soon school's
But anyhow,
a special thank the teacher scheme. So if you have kids or anyone you know, loved ones that are just getting out of school, be sure to thank their teachers. Won't you? It's a special time of year where they've been through so much over the last year. We want to recognize them, so we're going to recognize them tomorrow in our race with this number 2 Ford Mustang.
We saw that paint scheme on Race Hub earlier this week, and Clint Boyer was on with us, and I said, Boyer, I'm glad you weren't a teacher. Kurt, I think you actually could have been a teacher. Professor Bush, what do you think?
Well, I have my first student with Brexton. My nephew is learning racing, and so that's a good first. I'll use my skills with racing to help him out, but yeah, I don't know. Teachers are angels. They are the most hardworking.
I don't know, Kurt. I had a lot of assholes that were teachers. But I did have some good ones. One of them was a big NASCAR fan.
My student is Brad, but you went Brexton, so that's good. I feel better about that.
It's time to go back green, guys.
2 guys that had problems stay out here, and they've got the front row. Tommy Joe Martins, Riley Herbst as we open up our second stage.
Tommy Joe, Riley Herbst.
I like that call on the 98 car.
I can't get this phone back in the goddamn box. Oh, 3 wide for second. Allgaier takes the lead. Barry comes around the outside 3 wide. Now Almandinger's 3 wide. Tommy Joe was in the sucker hole. Being in the sucker hole sucks, but in a place like Dover, I'd rather die. Who's going to spin off a 2 first? Probably Riley Herbst, if anything we've seen so far today is something to go by. Oh, God. Fans are back at the racetrack, so now we have Kim Cam again. Harrison Burton is not even running in the top 10, and she's freaking out right now. We're watching her for some reason. I'm looking at Allgaier, Josh Berry, and Almadinger up front, and I'm watching her freak out over her son running like 10th or 11th right now. Oh, boy. Oh, shit. We almost had another wreck off of 4. I thought Jeb Burton was going to go around on Centric.
And Austin Cedric marching again.
Oh, underneath Ty Gibbs, coming out for turn 2.
That's Riley Herbst, Brad.
You get through this one a little better than the last time.
Brad Keselowski's not watched an Xfinity race in a year, has he? That was Riley.
Yes, Riley, you're right.
Those black cars with a claw on it, you gotta watch out. Each one of them's different.
Well, they were both running it.
One was on fire last week, Kurt.
That's a hard day for the play-by-play.
My history teacher, Mr. Lale. Big-time NASCAR fan.
He's on it
and I could get him distracted so bad. We would have whole class periods where we didn't do shit because I'd ask him a question about the race the day before, and he'd just start talking. We got a caution, big wreck on the back. Oh, my God. We got somebody upside down. The 13 got up and on top of the 78, and the 92's in the wall. Caution's out. What a fucking clusterfuck. Dude, this race is nuts.
Holy smokes. I mean, that's that self-cleaning effect of the banking and how everything ends up on the bottom, but I don't know how they all ended up in that spot. Jeez.
The AMR safety team is there and checking on both drivers. You want to see those window nets come down. And that's the first sign from the driver to safety officials that they are okay.
What is up with this fucking styrofoam? It won't go back in the box.
Wild sequence of events there, Brad. I mean, the cars don't look like they have huge damage from certain areas, like no big hard hits, but it seemed like the wreck just kept going and going and going.
Yeah, I mean, I looked up here as they were wrecking off a turn too, and you could see the roof. One of the cars as it was flying.
So there goes Jesse Little spinning.
That is a huge wreck, and you can't even really tell where it starts. The 13 got turned after the wreck and went up on the hood of the 78. His fucking wheel was in his driver's window.
And that's where if you get just a little bit of a tap from behind, you're gone at this track. It is so hard to be able to steer it and save it. One car spinning inside, one car spinning the outside, and I believe Jaskol was trying to check up and gets hit, and that's where this moment here where he just backs over the front end of that car. Oof.
I'll be right back.
Jack making his third start of the year from out in Las Vegas. He has been around the world as a race car driver, behind the wheel of virtually everything. And I'm guessing he hasn't had an experience like this before. Let's listen into the 13 team audio.
He was checking up with you, and then he decided to just get to go. I don't understand. I mean, dude, Steven, you were right on top of it. I didn't even lock up the brakes much. I mean, I was clutching smooth, and sorry, guys, I'm getting out.
So that's Jaskol talking to spotter Stephen Light. Very good to hear him talking on the radio. He's okay.
Yep, and that's that feel of you can't jump on the brakes too hard here, and he's trying to just get the car wound up, and then boom, you get hit from behind, because that guy's trying not to hit the brakes too hard, because if you do, you end up backing yourself around real quick.
NASCAR's going to go to a quick red flag here, it looks like, to clean it up, but wow, I'm glad to hear that radio. Either way, to know he's okay.
Got a red flag now?
I don't know how they're going to clean this one up.
Caden, hello.
All these drivers will have to go to the care center and get checked out.
Just need a couple tow trucks, a couple hooks. We'll get them out of there. But yeah, glad everybody's looking to be okay here.
Now we listen in on Jesse Little's radio.
You're okay, right, bud? Just fine. Feel like an idiot. That's on me, guys. I'm sorry. I think I clipped the apron. I'm sure.
So easy to do here. You know, we talk about this track and we call it the Monster Mile, and we joke about it, but it really is a tough track to get around. And when you have a small mistake, it can make a big accident like this.
Fourth caution of the day leads to a red flag. We're 60 laps in.
I'm still here. I'm sorting out my diecast cars. We had a car get up on top of another car on the backstretch. There was a wreck with some back markers, and somehow somebody ended up on top of somebody else at Dover. Pretty weird. And I'm sorting out my diecast shit. Figuring out how I want to display them. Yeah, I watched some of that Nashville. I watched as much of the Nashville Fairgrounds meeting as I could without getting pissed off. Because there are just some dumb-ass motherfuckers out there. And apparently, a lot of them live in Nashville. Who knew? I know there's stupid people everywhere, but some of them people that were at that meeting, NASCAR's gonna ruin my neighborhood. Like, shit like that. Like, how fucking retarded are you? Okay. Now, let me take some cool pictures of this to show my dad, because he's going to be jealous of this car. Oh, God damn it. Gotta put this shit shit back in the box too. Yeah. I got a cool car. See, this just makes me want to buy more now. Every time I get a cool new diecast, I'm like, I want to buy more. That one lady said there's like 5 Formula One races near Nashville. It's like, what? Formula, you can count on one hand the number of times Formula One is raced in the U.S. in like the last 10 years. So I'm pretty sure they don't race near Nashville 5 times. Gotta get all the angles of the car. I'm gonna send that to my mom and my dad. I just love Wrangler paint schemes. They're the coolest fucking cars. My car in Heat 5 right now is like that. Blue and yellow. As we're under red flag. Good thing I got nothing else to do today. I'll be able to see your comments again in a minute. I'm sending those pictures around.
Pit Performance, sponsored by Mothers. And I look at the numbers. Brandon Jones, a little bit quicker on that last cycle of stops than Justin Allgaier, despite the fact that Allgaier's had a good day, leading right now, and Jones finds himself 11th on the scoring monitor. So let's go back and look at what happened. We got the restart. Everybody's bunched up. You mentioned the fact that this place is self-cleaning, and you see why here. You get turned upstairs, and you slide right back down across the racetrack.
Yeah, and then back here where he gets hit, it's just he's trying to check up, and there's so many cars coming in the same spot, and boom. When you back it in and over somebody's hood, you get all wedged up on there.
We were joking about Kim Burton and, you know, her being anxious, nervous. Now you know why. This is exactly it, because something like this can happen at any moment on this racetrack.
I mean, literally, that's Miles the Monster showing up. That's why this place is nicknamed.
Now Kim Burton's just chilling in the stands. You see that? We got camera of her on during red flag, just hanging out.
Today, and rightfully so. He's led 50.
This has been your nationwide Kim Burton performance update.
Hanging around. He's third right now. Let's check in on team radio.
AJ, what's going on? Brad Keselowski up in the FS1 booth. You got a copy?
I got you, man. What's up?
Well, you look pretty comfy in there. Got a little red flag here, getting hydrated, running third. Great restart. I want to kind of hear from you, see what you think about your race.
Somebody give me money so I can buy more diecasts.
Justin Allgaier there before that yellow sequence in the stages. What have you got for him today?
Yeah, that 7A car definitely fast, but the Type Right Chevy's been really quick.
All right, what comments did I miss? I'm just now able to see comments again, guys. Bear with me.
Here at Dover, you know, the high speed, the aggressive of the race car. So we gotta
We're under red because we had a car get upside down on the backstretch. Well, not upside down, but he was up on somebody else.
Fantastic job. So we'll go after the 7 and 8 and try to keep the track position.
We're talking to Almadinger. Your leader is Justin Allgaier. My pick, Josh Berry, is in second. I'm starting to think Berry's fucked on short runs. I think on a long run he might hang with Allgaier, but these restarts, Allgaier's going to kill him just like he did at Darlington.
And keeping a little bit of dialogue with your crew chief on it. What's your car need to run fast?
Well, you know how it is, Brad. Here the rubber builds up, so you got to keep changing the line. So just trying to adapt to the racetrack as the rubber builds up, and then, you know, the caution comes out, we pull all the rubber back up and kind of start back over. So just kind of keep working on it. with the sun here, as more rubber gets on the racetrack, it's just going to get slicker.
This is the only diecast I have where the roof flaps actually come up. My other diecasts have the outlines of the roof flaps, but this Wrangler car, the roof flaps come up. Hold on, I'll be able to show you guys the pictures. I can post them in the. I'll do it on my computer or my phone actually. Give me 1 second.
And we know we're going to get a fifth at the end of stage 2, so we're pacing here ahead of where we were last year in regard to the number of cautions. And Allgaier continues to wait patiently. That car's been incredible in the early going, Regan.
Well, and when you get a lot of cautions or even a red flag early on in a race, you never know what you're going to hear on the radios. Take a listen to what we just picked up on Justin Allgaier.
The latest on Mama, how's she doing? She's good, man. We had a scare this week. I thought yesterday they were going to take her in and induce her, so I was pretty nervous about today, but she's doing good. She's, everything's good right now. Lots of plus. She's ready for this to come out, but she's ready for it to come out when it's supposed to, you know? She's a racer. She knew better than to do it right now. Yeah, the doctors were monitoring her, and don't need to worry about it, so I was a big relief off my shoulders.
Justin's wife, Ashley Allgaier, of course, at home expecting their second child any day now. And I guess when you're running up front and have a car as fast as his, you can focus on other things other than that race car.
Now, Regan, you've been in that situation, right, where maybe you had to go to the racetrack, and I don't remember the timing of your two children.
Here you go, guys. This is a really long link. I don't know why. Oh, wait, it won't let me post it.
You had to go to the racetrack, stand by
or will it?
drivers
What the
and all
fuck?
that kind of stuff.
Absolutely. I was very nervous. Thankfully, our first child was born during the Charlotte race week, so
never mind. I can't post a link to the picture. My bad.
And our second was born the week after the season was over. So either our kids just really, respect and understand Daddy's job, or I was very lucky and blessed. I don't know, but we'll take it.
You're a really good planner, you know that.
Yeah, this car is particularly heavy.
As Regan said, is expecting, and what Brad dealt with when their two kids were born. We got to continue the comparison back to 2010 when the two of you were teammates, and Allgaier won for the first time.
I remember this race very vividly. Yeah, it's funny, Kurt, how you remember your second place runs, but Justin ran a great race, won it on a late race restart, and got his first career win, and he's been off and winning ever since.
Yeah, he's always done good on the concrete tracks, and that's, to me, the USAC background and all the sprint car stuff, that's where you see a guy like Tony Stewart won here at Dover a ton. At Bristol, same way. You just go and attack the concrete style high banks, and it just, to me, that's that USAC background. So why'd you let him beat you that day, Brad?
It was a tough day. I mean, could have been as bad as this one was here for Jesse. Look at that damage to that car. Wow.
To be fair, that was the year you went on and won a championship.
Yeah, it was a trade, right?
Yeah.
You lose the battle to win the war, but it was a great season for me, and I'll never forget it. But man, I've never seen a wreck like what we just saw here, guys. That was crazy, and I'm just so glad everybody's okay. But look at the damage.
Yeah, I hate that for BJ McLeod, who put so much time and effort into the series.
Yeah, I hate that for BJ too. He's a good dude.
Sports has been significant, and while recovery has started in some communities, kids most in need are still on the sidelines.
Here, I can show you. Fuck it. I'll just go to my damn Facebook and show you guys on stream.
Sports Restore Play for at-risk youth and the program.
I apologize. You have to see my ugly face for a few seconds. Who's that handsome son of a bitch? I'm kidding. Here you go. There. Voila. I just took that picture and posted it on Facebook. Yeah, these cars are fucking great. Two of my cars... The 2000 Dale Earnhardt Talladega win car, you could tell it's not as well made. It's got the tires that all the other ones have, but it does not have a clear windshield or a window net. It's got the black windshield and shit. But I think it's because you're supposed to cover it all with the confetti and all that shit that comes with it. But it's got all the scratches on the side of the car, the fin across the roof of the car that they ran at Talladega in 2000, the orange spoiler, orange roof number, all the damage, everything. But yeah, there she blows. That's a beautiful vehicle. And there's the other side of it. There's my Friday the 13th box set in the background. And a PS5 controller. So nice. That's a beautiful fucking race car. I tell you what. Dude, I have nothing to tour. I've got nothing to tour. Nothing worth touring anyway. But I do have die-cast. Oh my God, yeah, the wheel turns and everything. Man, I want more. Hey, can y'all buy me die-cast? Buy me die-cast and I'll send you a toaster. I'll trade you toasters for die-cast cars. Because that is a beautiful... That is a beautiful plastic vehicle. Well, it's not plastic. It's made of metal. It's such fucking good quality. I see why this one was so expensive compared to the others. The 2004 Talladega and the 2004 Daytona 500 cars are of this quality, but they don't have the roof flaps like this one does. And my Oreo car from 02 is like my 2000 Talladega car. Yeah, all the cars I have are race win cars. I have 5, and I have another one on the way. And they're all race win cars. My 2003 Talladega car, I'm super excited. That's the one that Junior won with, where they had to replace the front end, and it's like black around the front, and the 8's scrubbed off on the side. I've got that one coming in the mail. It should be here Monday. I'm obsessed with raced win diecast cars. I'll take the standard ones, but if I can get the race win one, there's just something special about that. Like Dale Jr.'s Martinsville car I saw the other day for $400 because it has all the confetti and shit stuck to it. But like, come on, this is the cool. I'm just sitting here looking at how fucking cool this thing is. I'm in love with this car. And that win was really cool because it was a nationwide race and everything, but if you go back and look at the list of names in that race, like, God, Junior had to beat a lot of tough competition. It was at the lowest point in his career. He hadn't won anything in a little while. Goes to Daytona in a RCR, Junior Motorsports shared car, and kicks their fucking ass. Hey, we're back under yellow.
Lifted and the cars making their way.
So we're about to get back to watching a race, guys. We had a little delay there. My delivery got here, and I was really excited.
What was that like from your perspective? Matt Jaskell ends up on top of your race car.
Yeah, I think it's just a product of this racetrack. Things happen so fast. I believe I was the cause. Me and the 6 were racing hard, and saw him get loose. I got underneath him. I need to look at a replay as to if there was any contact or if it was just a product of hard racing. But, you know, it's over. Once you're sideways coming out of the exit, there's really not much to do. So,
bullshit. He said once you're sideways at Dover, there's not much to do. Tell that to Riley Herbst and Austin Cindric.
Figure it out
and Josh Berry.
Work on it, but
we've had a lot of close calls today.
You know, no luck right now.
Thanks, Jesse. I'm glad you're okay. All right, we'll just turn over here our attention to Matt Jaskell, such an accomplished racer around the world and everything. In NASCAR, just your 3rd race. What was that like from your perspective?
It was disappointing, to say the least. You know, I'm just, it sounds cliche, but I'm just disappointed for the team, truly, with AutoPartsForLess.com and Carl Long. And NASCAR giving me the opportunity to be here. You know, I was doing what I was supposed to be doing, staying out of trouble, getting the laps. The car was good, and it was actually really good. And, you know, we were just kind of moving up a little bit, staying out of trouble, even getting back on the lead lap. And my spotter, Steven Light, said back it down. We didn't even lock up the brakes, and I guess somebody got into the back of us really big, unfortunately. And, again, just disappointed because I need these laps to keep moving on to the next races and everything, and so many people supporting us doing this program. Some don't realize the significance of coming here with no practice. I've never seen Dover, and we were getting it done. We were doing good, and then to be taken out like that is just unfortunate.
Thanks, Matt. Glad to see you in the Xfinity Series.
You know, we talk about how diverse he is. He's going to be a spotter for Marco Andretti in the 8500.
Well, even the Xfinity Series COT is taller than the old Cup car. It's crazy.
Speed, who we saw in NASCAR, who I believe won for the first time in the NASCAR Camping World Truck Series right here in Dover, Delaware. Absolutely. It's all coming together.
Me and Dylan are going to go to a flea market soon and hope to God we find cool NASCAR diecast for cheap prices. Ones that we really want and that we're
The more
looking
laps
for.
you run, the easier that approval process is. And NASCAR will take into consideration wrecks that you have and hold them against you sometimes. Or if they're not your fault, sometimes they'll say, hey, we understand that was just a racing deal. So I think he's kind of hoping that NASCAR sees that as the racing deal that it was, so he can get approved for another race.
I mean, the way he handled all that and the way he's just continuing to push. Matt Jaskell's a great kid. I'm giving him 2 thumbs up. As a West Coast
Back to racing. Justin Allgaier, Josh Berry, AJ Almadinger, Noah Gregson. Tommy Joe Martin still running 5th. He stayed out. Allgaier launching in that outside lane all day long. Josh is picking the inside. It's good to be on the inside when you're in second. I don't want to be on the front row on the inside. Well, I mean, he was, but you know what I mean. I don't want to be on the inside row in third. I want to be on the front row. That's what I'm trying to say. Boy, words are hard. Uh-oh, Tommy Joe Martins is still in front of Noah Gregson. Is he a dipshit getting in the way? Like Noah likes to say. Boy, whenever Michael gets here, he's going to be happy to see that I've got a real shot at $25 today. I hate to say it, but I need something to happen to Allgaier. If something happens to Allgaier, I'm in there.
Joe Martins was in the top 5 going the wrong direction, but he's on older tires. Had the early problem, came down pit road after sliding wide. And he's hanging tough up there, but the freight train is lined up. Cindric went by, Gregson is coming through.
That red flag was actually perfectly timed, so I could mess with that car.
44, trying to anyway.
Yeah, that train is an understatement. Here comes a ton of cars, good quality cars on fresh tires.
How did Riley Hurst get back in front of John Hunter? Keep an eye. We might have John Hunter Nemechek, Riley Hurst round 3 of the day coming soon. Oh, we got a big crash. Zane Smith, Brandon Jones, hard in the wall. All them saves we saw earlier in the race, now they're not saving them. Big wreck. 2 cars, hard in the wall.
Tough break for
Zane Smith, Brandon Jones.
Let's see what the replay will show us. We were all caught up in the freight train action with Tammy Joe.
Tammy Joe?
Tommy Joe.
Is that Tommy Joe Martin's mother, Tammy Joe?
I'm going to tell you, I've watched a lot of Dover races. I don't know if I've ever seen a NASCAR Xfinity Series race at Dover with this much action. We're going to be talking about this race for years to come.
Okay, Brad, let's not fucking go over the top here with hyperbole. Lap 69, very nice. So, what happened here? Top of the screen, you got Jones, Zane Smith, Mike Snyder behind him. Oh, Zane Smith just lost the nose. He entered a little shallow and he lost the nose and got tight, went into Brandon Jones and they crashed. The 2 car was looking 3 wide, but Zane Smith went in at an angle and got tight. Took out Brandon Jones and himself.
Both of them. You see his fire underneath the 11 car and 19 shortened up the rear clip there a good bit.
They were racing for 14th when they got together, and we saw the window net was down for Zane Smith, so he appears done for the day. Brandon Jones has come down pit road. Free pass here goes to Kyle Sieg, who scored 35th. What can you tell us, Jamie?
Well, Zane Smith came on the radio right after that and said, I had 0 brake pedal, went straight to the floor, which is exactly why
Zane Smith said he lost his brakes.
They told him to just hop out of his car right there because he doesn't have brakes. Certainly not the finish to the day he wanted, filling in for Justin Haley.
We talked about it, won a truck race here last year. A couple of top 10s 2 seasons ago, driving for Junior Motorsports right here in the Xfinity Series. And by the way, if you're just joining us, didn't hear the story, Justin Haley out today because of COVID protocols. NASCAR, though, has given him a waiver. He will stay eligible for the playoffs and ultimately would have a chance to run for the championship should he qualify later this year. We'll step aside. 5th caution of the day.
You want action.
Allgaier, Berry,
you are in the right place.
Cindric, and Gregson, the top 5.
Now, during commercial, let me go back and stare at my cars again. What? I'll be right back, because I have to fucking get up and do everything, even though they're literally riding. My son was at the door crying to go out, but 2 people in there wouldn't let. I had to get up and go do it. Anyway. Man, I wish I could make paint scheme mods for Heat 5 myself, because I want to run that Wrangler paint scheme. Or I could just be a fucking smart guy and get iRacing, but I'm afraid to get iRacing. I can't pay for iRacing. I got to pay for diecast cars. I promise I'm done buying cars for a while. I promise. What's the most money you've ever spent on something stupid? Because that Wrangler car was like $150. After shipping and all that, anyway. I was in an auction for one the other night and got beat at the last second as I was typing in the winning bid. The timer ran out. The fucker beat me. So then I went and bought the other one I had saved on my watch list. You know, it sounds dumb to think about this because I just bought these things, but maybe one day I'll sell these things for way more than they're worth. If I ever get sick of them. I think they're fucking cool. I can't imagine ever getting rid of them, but... Times be do be getting tough, you know what I'm saying? That's a sentence. Times do getting tough. That's how people talk in Darlington. Do a face camera. You don't want to see my face during a race. Face during a race. I tried to take a video from the track last week, but it came out shitty on my phone. When Allgaier won, I was trying to take a celebratory video as he did his burnout. I was trying to take a video and get Allgaier's burnout behind me. Because I was like, yeah, $10. That race was worth $10 goddamn dollars. Oh my god, it's Bubba and Blaney. Oh god. It's a cringy music video. That Ryan Blaney is a handsome son of a gun. They're doing the Circuit of the Americas broadcast next week. God, that's going to be a great fucking weekend of racing right there. Can't wait. Super excited. Seriously, y'all want to buy me a 600 ticket? I will go to the 600. By the way, since I'm going to Daytona in August, I need 1,000 subscribers before then so I can live stream from the racetrack. Before the race and after the race, and maybe during a red flag or something, because it's Daytona. There'll be a red flag. I need 1,000 subscribers. You need that to stream from your phone. Then you'd see my face. So how many subscribers I got? 691. We need 309 fake accounts so I can stream from my phone when I go to Daytona.
This F1 MotoGP style course with our big heavy cars. Absolutely, and I'm looking at that turn one on the restarts. Yeah, how many people are just going to bonsai and try to pass each other and wipe each other out? I mean, even the F1 cars struggle to get around this course, so it's going to be action-packed for those fans at home. Don't miss it.
Brad, you were a part of the test there, what, a couple of months ago, whatever it was? How'd that go? And what's your evaluation?
Yeah, super fast track. It's got a little bit of everything. It's got a rhythm section. It's got a braking section, downhill section. I mean,
get me 1,000 subs and I'll do face.
Interesting track for sure. They say, you know, Austin was
from the racetrack.
Keep it weird. It's a weird road course, but it's going to be a fun one.
What is a rhythm section when it comes to road racing?
Yeah, I was going to ask. I don't know. Get to the S's here. You got to move a little left, a little right. Got to get
the switchbacks.
That's right. The switchbacks.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. Okay. There's 20 corners.
Karen, I'm like you. I'm trying to keep it to Earnhardt shit, like you're collecting Kyle Busch shit. Maybe one day I'll branch out and buy more stuff.
That are going to be a challenge for us next week.
The great unknown, perhaps another wild.
We're coming to the green. Lap 75 will have, what, 15 to go in the stage here? 16 to go, actually. Math is hard. I'm from North Carolina. You got to forgive me. It was a Trump state. We're not very smart here. And we just bought all the damn gasoline. So there's a gas shortage. Ah! Except there's not. Green flag. Gonna have a lot of restarts today. Allgaier once again. Now Josh Berry got to his door. Now they're side by side going into one. But I think Allgaier's gonna power around that outside. But Josh Berry's driving harder than he's driven all day. He stayed with him. He's still side by side going to 3. And now Allgaier clears him. Josh Berry's learning these cars. He's learning how to restart. Oh, whoa, Allgaier got loose. Josh Berry takes the lead. Josh Berry takes the lead off of 4. Allgaier's car jumped out from under him. Berry's got to take a protective line going to 1 because here comes Almadinger. Now Allgaier's back into 2nd. Come on, baby, $25.
Like we talked earlier, these tires all have heat cycles on. I was trying to explain.
Boy, Allgaier's loose right now. Oh, shit. Noah, hang on. What a surprise. Noah had to make a save. He got his nose under Almadinger for 3rd. Oh, man. Josh Berry safe being out front. That's the safest place for you right now. Be out front. It's almost like running Talladega.
Cindric, who had the big save to end stage 1, has worked his way up to 4th. Gregson trying to stay in the top 5, and Harrison Burton knocking on his door. And by the way, as you watch the action up front here, need to remind everybody this is Allgaier with that save coming off of turn 4.
That was awesome. Them heat cycle tires right there.
Take care of each other like they did at Darlington.
Really hold off that corner like he was trying to push it.
Remember, Jeb Burton only got 2 tires on that last stop. Riley Herbst stayed out, so they're
Jeb Burton out of the top 10 now. The 2-tire deal did not pay off for him. Tommy Joe Martins drops out of the top 10 after staying out earlier. Because he
lap 23, it's been a while.
Wow.
He continues to slide. Now that last caution,
Harrison Burton and Gregson for 5th. Gregson lets him go and try to cross him over in the center of the corner.
He too is done for the day.
Burton keeps the spot. John Hunter Nemechek is getting the most out of that 26 car we've seen anybody have all year. John Hunter's 8th.
All 4 in the top 7 for Junior Motorsports, and net is 7th, Jamie.
Junior Motorsports is on fire right now. That whole organization is really clicking, and the 8 team in particular has really stepped their game up. That makes me excited for when Junior runs Richmond later this year. Might have to buy another diecast. If Junior wins Richmond, I'll get that race win one. 10 to go in stage 2.
I tried staying off of him. I even tried spinning it out before I got to hit him, but
Josh Berry driving away. Cindric to 3rd. Around AJ Almadinger. Boy, I saw Cindric. They didn't show it on the broadcast last week. Austin Cindric ate shit on the back straightaway on the last lap. I was surprised to see they missed that on the broadcast because I saw it in person, and it was a bad hit.
Trying to get the car balanced, and maybe something just rattled apart, and they lost fluid during that red flag. So tough day for Zane. I mean, good kid. He'll bounce back from this stuff.
8 laps to go. His teammate looks pretty good, and AJ Almadinger, who's back there in 4th. And Josh Berry.
I wish Josh Berry would lap the field.
Hard to put into perspective what this season has been like for him. Part-time opportunity, made the most of it. A lot of positive things. Top of the list when he won at Martinsville for the first time in his career. Comes to Dover, all new experience. Puts something together to run the ARCA East race last night. Finishes 2nd. And because we know that Justin Haley is not running today, won't run the Cup race tomorrow, Josh Berry going to drive the 77 for Spire in this race tomorrow, making his Cup debut.
Oh, we got a car in the wall, the 90 car with 6 to go in stage 2. Ryan Sieg. Kyle Sieg, excuse me. I saw Sieg on the door. I said, did they change numbers and shit around? No, it's Kyle Sieg. First ever Xfinity race, hard in the wall. Right front tire down. That was definitely the issue there. You had to see somebody wreck without help today.
And that looked a little bit like it could be. I mean, here he is already in the wall. But anytime you get pulled up like that, the first thing I think of is a tire going down. I'm not sure that's what
I need to get me some 88 diecast cars. I got 2 8s now and 2 of his Xfinity cars. I need some 88 shit.
Usually right on edge if you're going to make the run. But with all the yellow flag laps, you wouldn't think we'd see a ton of tire fatigue today. But what this does is this puts Berry up against Allgaier on a restart for this stage.
Kurt Busch is right. Berry's going to be the leader on a restart for the first time today. He was the leader on a late restart at Darlington, right before my very eyes. It didn't go well. He still finished 2nd.
We can get everybody set up and get the restart before the stage ends.
Dale Jr. was both underrated and overrated at the same time as a driver. Because he was shoved down everyone's throats so much, people forget that Jr.'s actually an excellent race car driver. You'd be hard-pressed to find a better short-track driver at the Cup level than Dale Earnhardt Jr. And obviously his super speedway abilities didn't matter what team or what car he was driving.
These are those moments as a driver.
Jr. was a Mark Martin type kind of guy, not too aggressive, kind of let things come to him. Very smooth. Always took care of his stuff. Jr. was underrated and overrated.
Quite a bit of time to get that cleaned up.
Yeah, they're not going to get it cleaned up, so the stage will end under.
But I can't think of a bad driver that ever won more than 25 Cup races. Can you? And it's not like DEI was a super team, okay? Look at how Junior's teammates were at DEI. Junior won so many more races than anybody that ever drove at DEI. You add all of DEI's wins and together, and it doesn't equal the amount that Junior won. Junior's biggest problem was applying himself at certain points in his career. That was his biggest problem. He had the skill, he had the talent, he just didn't have the confidence and didn't apply himself. You saw late in his Cup career from 2013 through 2016 till he got that next concussion how good he really was when he was older, mature, and was applying himself. Championship threat 13, 14, and 15. Should have won more races than he did. I know a lot of guys have races that got away, but Junior's one who seemed to have a lot of races just not go his way because of luck or whatever, you know, fuel mileage and all that. I witnessed one of those in person. I was at the 2011 Coke 600. If they just restart a lap earlier than they did, he wins that race going away because Casey and Biffle run out of gas anyhow. Hey, Michael. Well, as you can see, Josh Berry is leading. So, hopefully, good things are ahead. I really wish shipping didn't cost so much on this Wrangler car. That's the only part that's bugging me. The fucking shipping I had to pay. It's from Connecticut, too. Gave me bubble wrap, though. Hold on, listen. Gave me a big-ass thing of bubble wrap. ASMR. Hold on, big one. I want to have fun with that the rest of the day. Hey! The diecast collection grows, but it needs to be bigger. I really thought when I bought that 2004 Daytona 500 car last week that that was going to be it. I was like, yep, that's my diecast. That's the one I really want. I'm content now. Wrong. I was looking last night. I found Junior's final Cup car, the red and black Budweiser throwback Exalta car, and I found his 1999 Cup car that he ran the 600 with. I'd like to have his first Cup car and his last, so that's kind of next on my list. If Josh Berry won today, I'd consider buying it. Blow that $25 as soon as I get it back.
In the Fox Sports app, last week NASCAR announced the Race Back to the Track digital sweepstakes, and it is open to fans who are vaccinated or pledged to make a vaccine appointment. Now through May 31st, fans can visit NASCAR.com/vax and enter to win tickets to the 2022 Daytona 500 on February 20th at Daytona International Speedway. To register for your vaccine appointment, please visit vaccines.gov or text your zip code to 438-829. And they were administering vaccinations to the fans here at Dover today. Do it again tomorrow. This is always a great trip for all of us at NASCAR on Fox when we come up here to Dover, because the week prior, we get a chance to be a part of the Drive for Autism Golf Tournament, 20th annual tournament.
You got Hamrick, Gregson, Berry, and you took a long shot on Herbst. Well, Herbst has shown incredible car control today, if anything. He's been turned sideways a couple of times, both times by John Hunter, who seemed to have it out for him. Stage 2 is going to end under yellow. So Josh Berry's going to come down pit road to start stage 3 as the leader. I don't expect long green flag runs based on how these fuckers have been driving today and how tires are wearing.
Stage win in an Xfinity car. Good points day going for Justin Allgaier. Cindric up there, so is Almadinger, Harrison Burton. Solid day for Noah Gregson. Michael Annette going to get a top 10. He needs those points because he's on the playoff bubble right now.
What are you talking about? I wasn't just chasing the odds with Josh Berry. I totally thought he was going to win.
You know, Riley Herbst had the early problems. He's going to get a stage point here. Good for the 98.
Yeah, they got that shored up just in time. Grab that stage point, and now here we are. We're halfway through the race. Let's reset. Get you a fresh set of tires. Let's go.
Some tars.
Got a bunch of guys, man, having trouble today.
We still got half of this race to go. We're only at lap 90.
Chewing on some of these guys.
And to make it official there is Josh.
All right, now that the stage is over, open pit road next time by. Let's fucking get on with this. Instead of riding around under caution for another 10 minutes during commercial. We've had a red flag and a bunch of yellows today. We need to speed this along.
A.J. Almadinger, who finished stage 2 fourth.
I'm telling you, dude, I ain't driving and it takes my breath away. You know what I mean? Like the hair on the back of my neck has stood up like 3 or 4 times. It was actually worse this run than the previous run. We're like, woo! We're hospital hop style.
Still fucking with that bubble wrap.
Yeah, that's part of those heat cycle tires, right? You know, the sun's out, the track's got a lot of yellow flags. It keeps cleaning up all the rubber. The tires got the heat cycles on. Cars have really been tough to drive for these drivers, and we've lost 6 cars here, and we're not even halfway through the race, so that's probably on the back of their minds too, Kurt, that, hey, I don't want to join that list of cars that's...
Let me know if you guys ever find Junior's 2014 Daytona 500 car. I can't find it. Pit road is open. I'm sure the price is astronomical, even if I did find it.
Let's go down to Jamie.
Pit road is open. They opened pit road as soon as the stage ended. How about that? I figured they'd just ride around under yellow.
And they said, we haven't had any long runs. We have nothing to lean on, so we're going to have to look at our notebook for the final stage of this race.
Come on, 8 team.
4 tires stop for him.
It sounds like me in like 2004. Come on, 8 team.
Nothing to lean on. You saw another wedge adjustment there. Air pressure and 4 tires as well. Regan.
Well, Josh Berry sounding like a veteran driver here in Dover, even though it is his first trip right now. That race car fires off a little free, but he's trying to anticipate what's going to happen on these upcoming longer runs that the team thinks is going to take place. The 7th car of Justin Allgaier.
There's Josh Berry. Clean out of his box. God damn it, Justin Allgaier got the lead on pit road. That first pit stall. Josh Berry second, Almadinger third. Gregson up to 4th, gained 2 spots. That first pit stall got Allgaier the lead back.
And Cindric lost 3 positions in the exchange. The reason for the caution to end our second stage of the day, Kyle Sieg, he has been released from the care center. Let's hear from
3 dash for cash guys up front.
Hey, Josh Berry, it's Crick Bush and the gang here at Fox Sports Booth. You got us?
I don't want to talk to you.
It's Fox Sports Booth. You guys there, buddy?
Josh Berry ignoring Kurt Busch.
We got baseball coming up next on FS1. This is a bit of a swing.
Adam Alexander quickly transitions to an ad read.
One more time here for... Hey, Josh Berry.
Oh, that bubble wrap.
Bush in the Fox Sports 1 booth. You got us, bud?
Yeah, I got you. Can you hear me?
10-4, I got you, man.
Hey,
awesome, buddy. I saw you were out. You were up on the wheel to get that stage.
Kyle, can you hear me?
Tell us about how things are going for you.
This is enough bubble wrap to last me weeks. This was an absurd amount of bubble wrap. An obscene amount of bubble wrap.
You do, man. Just keep running smooth, keep running sharp, and now run the second half of the race like you know what you're doing, man. You're doing a really good job.
A lot of fun, man. This is cool, man. Enjoying it.
4 starts remaining this year. He'll be here. He'll be at Charlotte. Got one coming at Nashville. And the time is running out for Josh Berry, but he's having a good day at Dover.
What the fuck is that music? So, stage 3. I hate that we lost the lead on pit road there. I wanted control on that restart. Big time. I feel like I'm being set up for heartbreak and another second place finish, which has been my specialty this year. Just call me Denny Hamlin. Maybe last week broke the spell when I picked Allgaier. Maybe, just maybe. You know they make unpoppable bubble wrap now. Whose fucking idea was that? This is the good shit right here. Because it pops. I'm basically a cat. I'm very easily amused. Who be messaging me? What makes you think I want to talk to you? I tell you what, if I win enough money on bets between now and the 600, I'll go to the 600. My YouTube app's acting up. Uh-oh, is my stream busted? I can't see comments, nothing's loading. Okay, it says I'm still on, so I don't know. There we go, it's loading again. I'm back. Oh, okay, we're good. Hey, I gained 2 new subscribers today. Did somebody go and make 2 more accounts to try to help me get to 1,000 before I go to Daytona? That can't be a coincidence. Surely I didn't gain anybody new today. Boy, this I got more than I bargained for. I got packing peanuts to squish around in my hands, and I got bubble wrap. Today is just a good day to be alive.
Our little experiment called Drivers Only.
Our little experiment. That's what Shannon said it appropriately there, May 29th. Coke 600 weekend from the Charlotte Motor Speedway. And Brad, you're going to kick it off from the studio, my man.
I am. Somehow I am going to take your role, Adam. Believe me, I don't know how I got that opportunity. I'm completely unqualified.
You need to cut your hair.
I'm going to do my best, and then Adam, hopefully you'll still be in the room telling me what to do, because we could not do this without you, Adam. You make it look so easy. And we're still going to try.
Allgaier, Berry on the front row again. Gregson on the bottom and third. Almadinger on the outside.
We always just have to laugh at ourselves. Right?
Followed by Harrison Burton and Michael Annett, who quietly had a very good race at Darlington last week in that Darrell Waltrip throwback.
$20 to help you out?
Yeah, whatever.
Is that your fee?
Yeah.
Is that your fee?
We're still negotiating. Hey, the free pass on this caution went to Colby Howard. He was 3 laps down. He's 2 laps back now in 33rd. 32 cars on the lead lap as we prepare to go green.
Prepare for trouble.
Stage, and we went caution-free in the final stage the last time we raced here.
This is going to be an interesting restart, Adam, because Justin Allgaier beat Josh Berry off of pit road.
Allgaier with another badass restart. Berry didn't even get close that time. Berry's going to settle into second. He's really good on that bottom on the front row. He holds off whoever's on the outside of him. Going into 1. And Allgaier's got the lead. Berry was fast last run, but he got the lead because Allgaier made a mistake. His drive through the center looks just as good as Allgaier's. He really closes up through the center of the corner.
Harrison Burton back down the inside.
Yeah, Harrison's running strong, and it looks like Noah was a little on the loose side, or we're just seeing a little side of Noah to kind of just ease into this run. He looks like he's a little bit on the loose side, and now he's going to have to battle with Cindric, and then Annette's behind him, and then Gibbs is behind that. So maybe the adjustment they made has got him a little bit on the
Ty
loose
Gibbs
side.
up in 8th place.
These cars wiggling, Kurt. These guys have their hands full.
Well, we see it
Make that 7th. He just blew by Michael Annette going into 3.
Right rear end really kicked out of shape.
Can we get a long green flag run here? I'd feel better about Josh Berry. I wouldn't worry as much.
When we get our tire sheet and we see what
So I'm going to be a nervous wreck all day.
everybody's cars are looser than they anticipated.
Absolutely, and the track is in full sun right now, and that's certainly playing into it. Even though it is concrete, it's not affected as much by the sun as your normal asphalt track. It does make a big difference.
John Hunter Nemechek back to the top 10. Mike Snyder trying
Ooh,
to
Mike Snyder loose under Jeff Burton.
Talladega to 10.
Here comes Brendan Brown.
And there's
That's
the
for
man
11th.
who went from the driver's
11th and
seat
12th.
Before the race, Brandon Brown in the 68 making some noise.
We are halfway. We're just now halfway. The broadcast is supposed to end in 45 minutes, but we're only halfway through the race.
Moving on up to 12th. That pass.
Who's doing a great job.
Ty Gibbs underneath Gregson for 6th.
23 today.
Gibbs is another guy. I wish the odds on him had been longer. I would have picked him.
The way the track's like rubber is confusing, or non-lane rubber. A little surprised at what's happening. Yeah, I would assume that eventually we're going to start going tight, but hasn't done it yet. Looks like brand new racetrack. Yeah, I know it takes it up, but it's a little darker. Yeah, absolutely.
Typically, you can see those big black paths through the corner where this concrete racetrack is taking rubber, but today, still very white in color when you look at the race.
Ty Gibbs is really good on this run. I think he needs a long green flag run to get in a rhythm. That's why I think that favors Josh Berry as well. I don't want to see many cautions. I just want to go run, stay with Altgaier, maybe short pit on green flag stops, gain some time. Allgaier looks really good out front right now, but Berry's not far off. We're due for a long green flag run. We really are. Every race has at least one long-ass run.
Yeah, when the tires are hot, they're 250 degrees after a long green run, and then when you cruise down to pace car speed, that hot tire, then literally you'll see two tracks from the left side and the right side of the cars, and it peels that rubber back up, and then that's why you see the drivers trying to...
Hey, there's Jeff Burton.
Right before a restart.
And Kim Burton.
Because you got all that buildup that's...
What is she doing?
You gotta see longer...
Why is she always like, oh my God? Harrison Burton will be running by himself, just logging laps, and this woman's jumping up and down going, ah! Like, why? He was literally just riding along. His car looks fine. 5th place. Fucking relax. You don't see me doing that for Josh Berry.
Jeff Burton, he's
A couple of moments last week where I looked like Kim Burton watching Kyle Larson at the end of the Cup race. If only they had a camera on me.
When Burton's making some moves.
Little surprised that Burton hasn't.
That's the only bad thing about fans coming back to the racetrack. We have the return of Kim Cam.
And if not for some problems at various races in the playoffs, could very well have made it to Phoenix and have a chance to run for the championship. What are they saying today, Jamie?
Did you guys watch Dale Earnhardt Jr. on I Am Athlete with Brandon Marshall and Chad Johnson? If you haven't, you need to watch it. It's fucking fantastic. It's one of the best interviews, podcasts I've ever seen. Dale Jr. on I Am Athlete. Check it out.
It's going to be Harrison Burton. They've been just a little bit tight. Made an air pressure adjustment on that last stop, and he's going in the right direction now.
Well, he's running that 20 car like Christopher Bell. Jamie mentioned Ratcliffe was calling the shots. You know, Bell was almost unbeatable here, and I go back to what you guys said earlier. When you're good on the concrete, you're good on the concrete. Bell is someone that was really good on this type of racing surface, Regan.
Well, Hunter Nemechek, another guy who's having a really good day right now, Adam. This is a one-off for him. He has maybe one more race planned later this year. Wasn't positive on that yet. Part of this was a good opportunity to help Sam Hunt Racing evaluate where their equipment is.
You know, people give such little shit about ARCA. that the Dover race from yesterday is not even on Racing Reference yet. I checked before the race today because I wanted to see the level of competition that Ty Gibbs and Josh Berry went up against yesterday, but it's not even on Racing Reference yet.
That's a big phone call. When you're John Hunter Nemechek and you were in Cup Series before, now you're in the trucks running for a championship, and you get a call to run for an Xfinity team to help baseline their group, that's something important, and John Hunter's doing a perfect job today. Yeah, he had the chrome horn out earlier.
I think very highly of John Hunter Nemechek as a driver. He's going to be around for a long time. He just needs to catch one more break. And I think there's a lot of rides coming to the Cup Series in the next couple of years. Call League, another 2311 car, maybe Junior Motorsports. And Josh Berry's closing in on Justin Allgaier here.
These guys look really, really strong.
Junior Motorsports alumni Brad Keselowski very impressed. By the way, Riley Hurst is 17th, driving a car that won 9 races last year. Just like to point that out. Berry looks like he's searching around a little bit, but he's catching Allgaier, and lap traffic is ahead.
Xfinity Series on FS1, presented by Credible.com.
Berry's racing for, oh, we got a lead change. Here comes Berry. Yes! Used the lap cars as a pick, and now one lap car is going to slow him down, and he clears Allgaier. They caught lap cars going to 1. Berry used one as a pick. Almost got held up by Matt Mills, but got by him, and now he's driving away from Allgaier. Fuck yeah. Like I said, I need it to go green. Long run is the key. Long run is the key. Nice long run. Make this a boring... Remember all those boring Dover races we've had since the Gen 6 car came in? I'd like to see another one for the next 85 laps. As Josh Berry is out front. First place with 85 laps to go. I don't want to see a caution because Josh Berry's not that good after restarts. He needs the race to just finish like this, and I get money. We need a long green flag run. Will it into existence. $25 would do a lot for my morale. Did I tell you guys that they're opening a cookout here in my hometown? The closest cookout is in Shelby, about 30 minutes from here. We stopped there on the way back from the race Sunday night. But we're going to have a cookout right here in my town. I love eating at cookout. If y'all ain't from the South, you don't know about it. But you need to find out because it's good shit. And it's cheap, but it's so fucking good. I got fucking chicken strips, a shit ton of fries, and some bacon cheese bites for $6. Full ass meal for $6. Can't go wrong with cookout. I can't wait till they open here. Got a battle per second now. Cindric passing Allgaier. Can't complete the pass. Allgaier's still just good enough off the high side. He holds on to second as Josh Berry drives away. Let's go. Drive away.
Trying to make some things happen in this final stage.
Incredible day of racing we've had so far, Adam. And one of the reasons for that is the track has gotten very wide. We're seeing cars all the way at the top. Seeing cars all the way.
It's not supposed to rain this week here in Dover, so the rubber from this race should be on track for tomorrow, which will make that race hopefully better. Brad was just pointing out how wide the groove is and how dark the racetrack's getting. Allgaier's getting some distance on Cindric now. And Josh Berry's a second and a half ahead.
And that's that
give him some fucking room, 99.
10 million miles on short tracks, and you always have to search where the grip level can be, whether it's turn 2, whether it's over here, and he's doing that right now as a veteran.
here in the Xfinity Series.
Now that, see, the first two stages were just practice. Now that Josh Berry's practiced and knows the track, we're ready to go win this bitch.
9 races in, only his 8th start, but he continues to impress regardless of his experience level at all of these tracks we're seeing early in 2021. Berry leading. Let's crank things up from the Monster Mile.
Boy, this lap traffic is rough right now for everybody. I gotta tell you, seeing Josh Berry in person last week really swayed me to pick him today. That factored into my decision. I'm glad he's making me look smart. Oh, Jesus. I really thought Myatt Snyder had a tire going down. I think Hemrick just got him loose. Thank you for saving it, though. I do not want to see a yellow. Hemrick's having a bad day. Snyder's having a bad one too, and his just about got worse. Wow, yeah, Hemrick just drove it in there and got his ass out of the way.
Right in the left rear of the 2 car. That's a good save. Scale 1 to 10, I give it a 5.
Henrik 13th right now, Jamie.
They came in with high hopes. They started on the pole, and it just has not been a good day for the 18. They fell early, and they've just been fighting everything about their car. He says it loads up and gets loose, and that's been their Achilles heel, and there's nothing that they've really done to help this car today.
Going to get at least one more pit stop. Everyone
quiet because I'm nervous.
At lap 91, and based on fuel, you have to make at least one more stop. Will it be under green? And if so,
I hope it's under green. I don't want to see another caution. Nothing. Let's be bored for 70 more laps. Just 70 more laps. Then you can get all the excitement you want tomorrow. Unless, of course, my pick's winning then. Oh, Michael, I wish you'd have put 2 on Josh Berry for me. So I could win 50. That would be a real celebration. $69 to go. Very nice. That's the good luck number. Yeah, a lot of laps left. But if it goes green, I like my chances. Caution, I get a little nervous. But even if there's a yellow, if it goes green after that for 20 or 30 laps, I'd still say I got a very strong shot at this. Hopefully he won't fuck it up on pit road or something. That's the next concern because everybody's got to pit one more time. But I'm enjoying watching those laps tick down. Needs to go a little quicker, though. He's lapped up to 19th place. He just put Tommy Joe a lap down. Last car on the lead lap is Riley Herbst in 18th. Allgaier and Cindric racing hard for second. 2 seconds back. A lot of traffic. Traffic's really playing hell on them, too. Speaking of traffic, goddamn, the 4 car just cut the balls off of AJ Almadinger going to 1. He went right down in front of him. Whoever's in the 4 car, is that Vargas? Because Castle's in the 6. Yeah, it's Vargas. He got all up in Almadinger's way. I'm kind of cold on betting on Chase Elliott right now, Michael, especially after last week. Chase just seems to be a 6th to 10th place car every week right now.
Xfinity Series racing in Dover.
I'm coming around on Kevin Harvick and Kyle Busch a little bit, but I'm really cold on Chase Elliott right now. I still think William Byron, once again, is a steal. William Byron might be my guy tomorrow. I could just do the sure thing and take Truex, because we all know Truex is going to win. But is it really worth taking the sure thing for $4 or $5, whatever it be? I feel like Truex is going to dominate tomorrow. Maybe I just have PTSD from watching him last week.
What drop-off is right now, and we've only been out there for, 30 laps, 35 laps. That's a pretty big drop-off.
A lot of drop-off. And to put those times in perspective, speed-wise, it takes about a minute to run a mile if you're going 60 miles an hour. So they're doing it in 25 seconds. So you think about that. That's just really blistering fast.
This is the longest green flag run we've had today. And you saw Barry just went by Riley Herbst. The 98 is 18th. So right now, only 17 cars on the lead lap.
Josh Berry trying to put Mike Snyder a lap down. And he will. Man, that 8 car's fast. Oh, we got a smoker. We might get the yellow here. John Hunter cautions out. Okay, let's just get this caution out of the way and then go green after this. What do you say? What do you say? John Hunter just blew up. Is it a right rear hub? Maybe it's a hub problem.
Looks like we got a track bar problem. Definitely.
It's a hub or a track bar or something. Yep, broken track bar.
Lost the track bar.
He was 9th.
Yeah.
Hey, let's dial up Chris Rice here, the president of Colleague Racing, see what he has to say under caution as we anticipate pit stops.
Hey, Chris Rice, this is the Fox Sports 1 booth. You got us there, bud?
I think he's ignoring you guys.
Chris Rice, this is the Fox Sports 1 booth. You got us, bud, or are you busy down there? I don't know. Hey, Brad, you want to take this radio? I can't seem to make this radio work.
I love nonverbal communication.
I'm like looking at a thumbs up. You got me, bud? No. We'll come back to you.
He's planning for a pit stop here. A big moment here in the race.
I'd give anything just to win this race.
Laps to go. You can make it from here on fuel. So this is a big, big moment for the teams to get that last adjustment in.
Look at our top 5. Barry's up
I'm
there.
nervous.
Allgaier is 2nd. Austin
Nerves are good.
AJ Allmendinger driving the 16th for Colleague Racing. 4th, Harrison Burton in the top 5. He's the best of the bunch for Joe Gibbs Racing. Ty Gibbs having a good day. 6th for the 18-year-old. Noah Gregson going for the dash for cash, trying to sweep the season and win the $100,000 for a 4th consecutive week. He's 7th. Junior Motorsports, all 4 of their cars in the top 8. Michael Annette is 8th right now. Ryan Sieg, Jeff Burton round out the top 10.
Yeah, this is one of those moments in the race where pit crew has got all the pressure on them. Make sure they
don't fuck it up.
That way they've got control.
How's that for pressure? Don't fuck it up.
It's that team aspect of our sport that kind of goes unnoticed.
I'm a poor guy with a diecast obsession.
And it's that strategy call. It's the pit crew's got to get that
I need money
done on their part. You know, you got to do your lights down pit road.
Pit road's open.
This is a big moment right here. We'll send it on down to Jim.
Austin Cindric in the pink and white car in the 22s is free on throttle, and especially as the rubber was starting to go down a little bit, the car was getting more so. They're going to do 4
They have 1 set of tires left after this, I think. They pitted after stage 1. Pitted after 2. They're pitting that. Yeah, they got 1 set of tires left.
Josh Berry, your leader, continues to like this race car. Just a little bit too snug this front, meaning that the front won't turn quite like he wants it to. Makes it more maneuverable. That way he can drive around other cars a little better. And Justin Allgaier, his race car, just too loose.
Very conservative pit stop on the 8 guys. Maybe they'll beat the 7 out. It's going to be close.
Pit stops can decide it at Dover. No question about it. Because of the importance of track position.
We got it! Josh Berry keeps the lead. He'll restart as the leader for the first time today. All right. We still got the lead. Smooth sailing. Come on. One more restart. Just one more. So let's look at these cup race odds while we got a moment. Not surprised. Truex the favorite. Larson. That William Byron. I want to say William Byron, but I'll let you know for sure by tomorrow. Kevin Harvick, maybe. I mean, he's due, but I'm not ready to go with Harvick yet. I'm leaning William Byron, though. Hopefully Barry can get clear on this restart. That's been the problem, is restarts. Doesn't lose much, but he hasn't been able to do anything with Allgaier. Whether he was the leader last week or running second to Allgaier today, he's not been able to do much on restarts. Don't worry, Chase will win Coda next week. Alrighty. We're going to restart with 56 laps to go.
Getting down to that stage in Dover where the sense of urgency is on high. We're going to get restarted with 56 laps to go, and the front row belongs to...
I should have went to the bathroom, but I'm sure I'll get another caution I don't want and have a chance to go then.
The top 5 going for a bonus $100,000. As we get set for this restart, we're going to listen in on Austin Cindric and his spotter, Coleman Presser.
5, 4, 3.
God help me. Barry on the outside, Allgaier on the bottom. Ooh, spun the tires a little bit and got a shove from Cindric, but I think he's going to clear Allgaier. Nope, Allgaier's still underneath him, coming out of 2. Kind of run do we get down the back here? Still side by side. Allgaier's going to pack it in here. Watch this. Oh, my God. You're killing me. You're killing me. Allgaier got the lead from the inside. See, Barry just can't do it on these short runs or these restarts. But there's 55 laps to go, and he's in second.
For Justin Allgaier, that inside
damn it.
7 is back on point. He will not be...
Cindric got a great run through the center up onto Josh Berry going down the back. Now Barry's just hanging on to second. See, I told you I didn't want to see a goddamn yellow. Now he's back to third. Cindric has passed him. Well, it was a nice thought when I thought I was going to win $25. This is why we can't have nice things. Allgaier, Cindric, Berry.
What did we say for the green flag today.
54 laps to go.
Had multiple victories this year. Both went to the championship for last season. Justin Allgaier, Austin Cindric, and here they are 1-2 with just over 50.
I was right.
And here's a mess. Ty Gibbs, Noah
Didn't want to see a caution.
Harrison Burton, and others.
You could definitely say that's a mess of cars. Everybody's elbows out right now, racing hard. Harrison Burton's being patient behind Gregson. Gregson's still just trying to get to the inside and side draft Gibbs down the back straightaway. Let's see what happens down into 3. Still there. Yep. He's not going to be able to clear him off 4. Now he's stuck in.
Gibbs and Gregson for 5th. Gibbs clears him off of 4 from the high side. Here comes Harrison Burton with a look. Can't get there. And Cindric is all over Allgaier for the lead here. We got a battle for the lead. They did something to Cindric's car on that last pit stop.
What kind of an adjustment Brian Wilson made on that thing on the last
They
pit
took
stop,
a swing
Brad?
at that.
As good as that 22 has been today.
Hands down.
Allgaier holds him off for now.
Just get a reset. New tires. Oh, look at this race.
Now big run off of 4. Cindric's to the inside. Come on, take each other out. Take each other out. Take each other out. Oh, loose, loose. This is going to help out Josh Berry. Oh, they touch off of 2. Down into 3. Cindric sends it on the bottom. Allgaier's going to try to cross over here. He let him in to try to cross him over. Now Allgaier's got a left front tire rub a little bit. Tire smoke there when the car loads up in the corner.
This is off of turn 2, and these boys are taking inches, and there you go. When you take too many inches, you're going to have a tire rub.
Ribbons racing. That was the definition of Ribbons racing. Cindric starting to drive away, 50 to go. Berry closed in on both of them. But Cindric's putting some distance on him now.
Wow, strong stop when perhaps it may have mattered most if we don't get.
Almadinger's not far behind Berry. Berry and Almadinger are back in this deal. They can get there before Cindric completely checks out.
That's a big move there.
That was a full checklist of stuff. Pit crew did their job. The adjustment on the car helped the car's handling, and the drive.
Josh Berry followed the lap car into 1 and 2. That's going to cost him time here. He was looking for a way around Allgaier on the outside, but followed a lap car.
That's why we're the driver.
We agree on the driver.
Berry doming the corner again. He did that earlier, and that's how he got the lead from Allgaier. He's working over Allgaier again for second, doing the same thing. Entering high,
And now keep in mind, Cindric is
and then cutting down the middle of the corner as they come to the exit.
For that dash for cash bonus, but right with him is
Cindric's got over a second now on Allgaier. Berry's got to do something here with Allgaier quick.
He's been reeling them in, running a little better in 1 and 2 than Allgaier. Interesting to see
Long
the
run
momentum
speed
that
is
Josh
the
Berry
name of the
can carry
game for Berry.
Down into turn 1. Let's see if he can't make that pass happen.
Gregson also going for the big bonus today.
If we didn't get that damn caution, we was going to win this race.
He's still in the hunt. He just hasn't shown that full strength that it's going to take.
A second and a half lead for Cindric now.
How do you put in perspective what Berry has done? You know, I mean, he comes into the year.
45 laps to go.
But to come out on 8 races, have a win, perform at the level he has, and I think what's most impressive is the fact that he just gets better and better, including that runner-up finish at Darlington last week, as we know, is one of the most difficult tracks you'll ever race on.
Yeah, Darlington was an impressive run, obviously winning Martinsville. As a short track guy, he did the perfect job there. Atlanta, what, a few weeks back? He had that
Met Dale Jr. online. Where? eHarmony? Oh, iRacing. Not eHarmony.
That was a moment of, you got to learn the aero, buddy. And now here, Darlington, Dover, he's up there and he's doing it.
But Brad, and we saw the background.
Brad.
He met Dale Jr. online, wins a late model championship for him.
Whose career started on a computer.
Races, but you've been in that seat. You drove for Dale Jr. You know what it's like to get the call from NASCAR's most popular driver. At least he was at that time.
Oh, it's a big call for sure, and you want to make the most of that opportunity. I would say, no doubt he's doing that. And I also want to give a shout out to his crew chief, Taylor Moyer. You know, he's dealing with different driver lineups throughout the year, some uncertainty, and he's got this team rallied and bringing great cars to the racetrack week in and week out.
Berry's getting good runs off the corner. His corner entry's hurt because he's entering high. But he gets these big runs off the corner, and he's staying with Allgaier. Cindric's 2 seconds ahead now.
To follow up with what Brad was
Now at this point, I'd be hoping for a damn caution. I need a caution so Barry can restart in third on the bottom lane. And hopefully have Allgaier and Cindric kill each other or something. That's the only opportunity I can see now for Barry to win this race. Unless he just picks up a lot of speed the next 40 laps. Right now he's having trouble getting around Allgaier. He can run with him, he just can't pass him.
Years ago, he won $44,000. If he gets by Allgaier today, he could pick up $100 grand.
Oh, shut up, Adam Alexander. Someone didn't love you enough when you were little, did they? Watching Harrison Burton and Noah Gragson race hard. I'm sure Kim Burton's going into fucking convulsions up in the stands right now, but thankfully we can't see. Josh Berry once again making another run at Allgaier for second. Big run down the back. Where's he go with it? He goes high again. Felt like he could have swung to the bottom and maybe made an attempt at the pass, but he's trying to get it done on the outside. Another big run down the front stretch. Now, will Josh Berry go to the inside? Nope, he enters high again. That time, Allgaier, did they touch? Allgaier completely missed turns 1 and 2. Now Berry's going to have a big run down the back. Go to the bottom. Fuck, can you not make the pass on the bottom? Now he goes bottom, and Allgaier goes bottom. Arrow loose. Put the air on Allgaier. Got him loose. Now they're side by side for second. Finally, Berry went to the bottom, and he's making it happen. He got him loose. Now Berry's loose on the bottom, and Allgaier's running the top, and Cindric's loving this. He's fucking miles away now. And Allgaier clears Berry off too. Cindric has a 2.5, 3 second lead now, actually. Oh, Allgaier. Pain in the ass. Allgaier really loose off of 4. Berry, he doesn't have the grip to run the bottom. He's good around the top, but it's hard to make that pass on the bottom. They're just giving the fucking race to Cindric doing this. I wish Allgaier would just let him go. Because I know Berry is not going to have anything left to even come close to running down Cindric here if he ever gets around fucking Allgaier.
Getting down to it in Dover for the NASCAR Xfinity Series. Austin Cindric continues to lead
Cindric
the
is
reigning
gone.
champ, going for his 3rd win of the year. And the teammates going at it for second. You saw him there. Allgaier.
Barry cannot make the pass on the bottom.
Payday on the line for
the only reason he took the lead on the bottom earlier is because there was a lap car up top that totally killed Allgaier.
This is our final Dash for Cash event of the year. Got to give a lot of credit to Comcast, who is putting these lift zones in various markets around the country.
Here's an opportunity, but no, the lap cars move off the bottom and let Allgaier by. So they're in Josh Berry's fault. Need a caution. Now I need a caution just to have any chance whatsoever. These lap cars are killing them.
Through there as a veteran should, and with Berry,
I need a yellow. I've changed my mind. I need a yellow.
It's just neat to watch two different.
JJ Yaley's 14th. Shout out to JJ Yaley. He's 14th.
$100 grand, that's a lot of money. And,
that's a lot of money. Take a drink every time they go, $100 grand. That's a lot of money.
I'll tell you who's loving this.
So, yeah, fuck off. We know.
Our leader, he is driving away. Jamie, I think you have a little bit more on him.
Over 3 seconds ahead now, Cindric is. Cindric, who came from fucking nowhere. Cindric, I like you, but I hope you blow a tire. I hope you blow a left rear so you spin out and back into the wall. I don't want him to blow a right front. Blow a left rear so you loop that thing around and back into the wall.
Bad race is not going to hurt the next week's effort. And throw down on some video, get back through the SMT data, and then go to a track that
Barry's still behind Allgaier.
He's doing it right now. This is what we call he's checking out. And he is going and running away from these boys.
Well, Cindric has enjoyed it because he's been so good here. Never outside the top 10.
Landon Castle's in the free pass position. Did I mention Riley Herbst is 18th, a lap down in a car that won 9 races last year, getting outran by Landon fucking Castle and JJ Yaley?
Yes, sir.
Did I mention that?
Running hard in second and third with Allgaier
good.
Whoop-de-doo, Basil.
When he gets the traffic, it doesn't quite work.
I'm actually actively annoyed now.
Every time he catches Justin, they get the traffic, and it doesn't work for him anymore.
Yep. I mean, it's just a matter of catching it in the right spot and learning from maybe some of the other momentum.
Barry's got a big run here down the back. Underneath Allgaier, going to the inside. He's just got to take whatever's available. And he makes the pass. And then gets completely tight in the middle of 3. And now Allgaier's going to pass him back. Can he? No, Barry carries enough momentum off the outside. He's up to second. Now they are almost 4 seconds behind there. But Barry finally made the pass on Allgaier. That's for the 100,000, not for the race win. I told you I'm going to finish second again. Like Kyle Busch used to say, we just come here and finish second. That's what we do. Come here and finish second.
Now he's going to have the mirror full. He's going to have to wheel
4.15 seconds for Cindric.
And we were managing second place and who's out front when it comes to the dash for cash.
Cindric is going to really expose Matt DiBenedetto when he takes over that 21 next year. My opinion. My prediction.
Should we get a caution? And with 16 cars on the lead lap.
Why'd he say it like that? 16 cars on the lead lap. Hey, Barry cut that lead down by 0.3 that last time. I don't know if it was traffic or whatever, but it went from 4.1 down to 3.7. I'm hanging on to anything. 25 laps to go.
A little bit different than our traditional October race, where I think tires are maybe not as important, but today, whatever reason,
just hanging on to whatever I can.
The fall off has been way more than expected, but then as far as the rubber buildup itself has been way less than expected.
On board with Riley Hurts, Las Vegas.
Never mind, the lead's back up to 4 seconds. Maybe a tick under 4. I'm so bitter. I just needed a long, long green run earlier and we would have had it.
He's got fresher tires. Last pitted at lap 141.
Yeah, everybody's searching around now. This is that point in the race where you got to find that lap time. The tires are fatigued, but you still got more than 20.
Maybe somebody will blow a tire and we'll get a late caution.
Maneuver through traffic, but also get the lap time out of the car.
Yeah, Allgaier, all he did was fucking get in the way and give the damn race to Cindric. When he saw how fast Barry was, I mean, I know he's racing for the 100 grand and all that, but I'd rather win the race. That's probably, that's probably why he raced so damn hard. Usually in that situation, if somebody's that much faster, you'd kind of let him go, see if they can go run him down and hold him up. But nah, he raced like a fucking ass. He didn't do anything wrong. I'm just mad.
Right behind him is teammate Harrison Burton. This is, for Gibbs, this is a good way to compare the equipment as well. They got both their cars running right next to each other, and I think that tells you where they're at right now.
4.5 second lead for Cindric and growing now.
For Gibbs, another top 5 type effort today on a track. Yes, he ran the ARCA race yesterday, but again, a lot of these racetracks that he's going to, he's never been on before in a real car, and he continues just like, oh yeah, simple top 5 run.
Yeah, I think what blows me away the most is, like I was just saying, he's beating all his teammates.
Yep.
That's really impressive to me. They've got a lot of cars over there, Gibbs, and good drivers, and to be beating all of them so early in his career is really a statement.
Now, I say he's the only Gibbs driver to win this year. Next week at COTA, Kyle Busch, the all-time wins leader, who's chasing 100 in his
20 to go. We're just slowly suffering.
That could change next week.
Been a good race, though. J.J. Yaley, 14th.
Driving the 23 for Al Motorsports, and right behind him, Jeremy Clements.
I wish a lap car would lose a tire in front of Cindric like they did Gregson at Homestead. Come on, somebody get pissed off and spin somebody out. Come on, somebody do something.
Another new one this week, so you got to have the resources financially if you're going to be competitive, and they're doing it on both ends, getting sponsorship and making it pay off with speed.
Yeah, and that's the key right there. So you can get the sponsorship, can you run well enough to keep it and to keep your team going from a business side? And it's just so solid and steady. Jeremy Clements is in this 51 car.
We need a caution.
He's got himself in a great place in the points accordingly. If he keeps this up, he's going to make the playoffs.
What do you have for us, Jamie?
Well, he's come out with his best finish of the year, a 5th, but I talked to him before this
If he wins 100,000, do you think I can message him on Twitter and give him to give me 25? Just 25 bucks. Hey, Josh Berry, congratulations. That 100 grand you won. Can I have 25? What about 350?
And Mark Setzer is the crew
I just
chief,
need 350.
and he has done an outstanding job of being fully vested and being able to focus on their efforts. So across the board, even though they don't have all the tools, they've got some key people in place. And I know Jeremy's really excited to have Mark on the pit box, and he's helped a lot this year. Guys, walk me through a lap.
At least Barry drove away from Allgaier.
What do you want to know from your spotter? And what's the level of anxiety as the laps count
I
down?
want a caution.
Traffic and think of it like the game of Tetris, right?
15 laps to go.
Your car fits to get by. You know those blocks are coming at you. Those lap cars are coming at you, right?
Hardly any fucking lap cars in front of Cindric now. Certainly not enough to slow him down.
If you're watching someone play the game, but I can promise you, when you're playing it, it's a lot harder.
Well, it's a little bit on the
Saw John Hunter back on the track, slow going to pit road. I wish he'd blow up or
So you
something.
have time to make your decisions. And then there's the lap cars that are 2 laps down, 3 laps down. Those are the ones that are going to be much slower. Then there's that guy that's still on the lead lap that wants to stay on the lead lap, and he's not going to help you at all. I think that's when you see a lot of beef, you know, like in the Cup Series, where it's like Logano was holding on as the last car lead lap, where was it, Atlanta earlier this year, and it really upset the leader's mojo and the leader's rhythm on the racetrack.
Ain't nothing upsetting Cindric's mojo right now.
Whomever you catch and whoever's going to affect.
I'm so salty.
Anticipate.
I got honey dicked again. Another second place finish.
You know, speaking of catching fast cars, I think it's probably fair to say 11th through 15th, they're probably going to get caught.
Yeah, the last time the 98 was at Dover at 1. Today it's 2 laps down and 17th. With J.J. Yaley, Jeremy Clements, and Brennan Brown all ahead of it.
So he's a lap down now into free pass position. Should we get a late caution?
I bet you Herbst ain't back at Stewart Haas next year.
15th, the guys we just talked about, Yaley and Clements, are the next drivers that Cindric will see. And updating Josh Berry.
I am so fucking salty.
In third is about a second as we close on 10 remaining.
Here comes second place, but hey, that second place car is carrying 100K from Xfinity right now. He's wheeling, he wants it.
Boy, you talk about big opportunity here for Josh Berry. I mean,
They out there. They ain't gonna get me $25 though, Brad.
That's a big change from one of those late model races. You know, you win a big late model race and it pays 10, 20 grand. You know, this is a big moment for him.
It's cool to get those big fake checks too. You know, it has all the zeros on it, like Happy Gilmore style.
Looks good in the office, right?
Yeah.
Right. And I'd love to see him pick up more sponsorship. And Dale Jr., Kelly Earnhardt, they always talk about it each week on social media. You need to jump on this kid's bandwagon.
Junior talked about he literally runs that race team just hoping to break even.
Not eligible for the championship, but you'd love to see him get some more opportunities down the road. And speaking of road courses and Josh missing
We're
races,
9 laps to go.
next week, Miguel Paludo
Misery.
back behind the wheel.
Oh yeah, Miguel Paludo's driving the 8 car next week.
Down in Daytona earlier this
Hey,
year.
Jeffrey Earnhardt, you got loose up there. Can you spin out? Is your arm itching, bud? Your uncle's trying to get a trophy.
Go rent a car, buddy. Go
Itch that arm.
rent a car and get out there for the race. Cindric been on it since that final pit stop.
Yeah, they just lights out fast here, Kurt. Driving away, very interesting because I didn't think they were this strong before those last few yellows came out, and it just took off for him. Maybe it was adjustment, where he figured something out in the car. I'm not sure, but
7 laps to go.
Like you said, driving away.
Each lap that ticks by is like a knife in the heart.
Yeah, almost 5 seconds out front for Austin Cindric with 7 laps to go. And I don't know what he's thinking in the car, but one thing that would be on my mind, everybody be clean for at least another.
No, fuck that. Somebody do something.
Decision on are we going to pit, go to overtime, another restart, and all that.
Absolutely.
Somebody do something.
Race for the championship last year at Phoenix when the yellow came out with just a handful to go, and that's every driver's nightmare when you're the leader, right? Like, please, just let this thing finish. Please, somebody don't.
I was saying that earlier.
Here he is again, catching him back.
Brad.
On the lead lap here. Put him a lap down here with J.J. Yaley.
Next
Open up
car,
nice.
see the 0-2 Brett Moffitt up there. A couple of speeding penalties today for Brad, who was trying to Finish in the top 10 here at Dover for a second consecutive race. This is teammates for fifth, Gibbs and Burton.
I'm just sitting here watching $25 disappear because there just had to be a fucking caution halfway through this last run.
But it's a matter of how things will pan out. That's Harrison's girlfriend. She's already got the Kim wobble going on. Yeah. Making her way too nervous. Oh, my.
We've got Kim Cam. She went to Kim Camp to see how I act during the races, right? 4 laps to go for the NASCAR Xfinity Series here at Dover. Should be done very soon. And it's time for baseball, so if you tuned in for
Fuck
the
baseball.
Twins, you can go over to FS2.
I just lost $25 because the 26 car lost a fucking track bar or whatever.
Concludes from Dover International Speedway, but if you want baseball, A's and Twins over on FS2, that's where we'll start the festivities.
That 26 car was having its best run of the year, so of course they had to have a mechanical problem to bring out the caution. It cost me the race.
That got everybody calmed down a little bit.
Burton up to fifth.
Oh my God, they're showing an Eric E-Step tweet. Oh, look out. Ty Gibbs just moved Harrison Burton out of the way. And they seriously just showed an Eric E-Step tweet during this race. That's funny. They wouldn't want to see my tweets about the Kim Burton cam. 2 to go. Cindric's down the back. Ty Gibbs almost got us a caution, but it was his teammate, so he was nice. Noah Gregson just dropped out of the top 10. What's that about? Gregson's on pit road. Is that right? It said Gregson was in the pits. No, he's not, but whatever. Gregson lost like 3 spots there. White flag. Told you we'd finish second again. I told you.
He won the championship in 2020.
I like Cindric, but I cannot even pretend to be happy right now.
Right here at Dover. And he is going to deliver at the Monster Mile.
Yeah, but I still don't get 25 even if Cindric gets DQ'd.
Austin Cindric does it at Dover.
Cindric wins. Josh Berry finishes second and gets $100,000. Good for him. Can I have 25 of it? Allgaier third, Almadinger fourth, Ty Gibbs fifth. Oh, fucking well.
Third win of the year for Austin Cindric. Congratulations to he and crew chief Brian Wilson. Perhaps some tears in the eyes there for Brian, who worked so hard for that Xfinity program.
Why is he crying? They win all the time. Get over yourself.
Wins the $100,000.
Well, I'm glad Josh Berry won money.
So he knows what to do with the cash. Congratulations.
I'll get an interview with the winner, and then I'll get off here and take my impotent rage somewhere else for the rest of the day. Well, if I couldn't win that, then I know I have no chance at winning anything tomorrow because Truex is going to kill everyone. Dover is definitely a Martin Truex Jr. racetrack. That's what I get for getting my hopes up. My life as a sports fan should have taught me to know better. But I really wanted to be optimistic. Brandon Brown top 10. Ryan Sieg top 10. Michael Annett 7th. Good runs there. Jeremy Clements finished 12th. That's good. Yeah, good race. Good race. Wrong result for me there. They're about to rush off the air. Hold on, here's Cindric's interview.
And for Austin Cindric, it's win number 3 this season. Also got it done at Daytona to open the year. Victorious at Phoenix. That was the flat mile. This is the bank concrete in the first day. For Cindric, it's career win 11. And for Roger Penske, his teams have now won here 5 times. 4 different drivers delivering. Here's Regan Smith.
Well, Austin Cindric, very emotional. Saluting the crowd. Get the checker flag, Austin. You guys were good all day long, but then at the end of that race, all of a sudden, this car just came to life. What did crew chief Brian Wilson do to this thing?
I'm fired up, man. I love this racetrack more than anywhere else we go to. I hate to admit it, but I love it.
I love Dover too.
I hate that we took one of them off the schedule, so I'm glad we got it done today. Brian Wilson, the guys on the car shop Ford Mustang did an awesome job. Great adjustments. So proud to be able to get it done here.
Congratulations, Austin.
Thanks.
Big fucking deal. He wins all the time.
Brings it home second, led 48 laps in the big
God
thing.
damn it, Josh
He's
Berry.
bringing home the $100,000 check. Second yesterday, second today. Running Cup for the first time. Could it get any better for you?
Oh, man, it could have been one spot better.
Yeah, no shit.
I don't know, we were so good today. God, Taylor had this Star Pro Chevy so good. That last run, we just fired off a little too free. It kind of got ate up, and me and Justin got racing each other, and the 22 got away. But we just weren't quite as good as that last run as the run before. But I don't know, man. This is my first race here. We run top 2 or 3 really all day. It's a lot to be proud of.
Well done today. Here's your big check. You get
He's the new Kyle Busch. He's going to finish second every week.
$100,000 for Josh Berry.
And I'm glad Noah didn't get the $100 grand. Less bail money for his fucking dad. All right, boys and girls. I guess I'm going to get off here now. The race is over. I'm disappointed. And I do not have expectations to win anything tomorrow. So tomorrow will be easier. Tomorrow we have no expectations. Expectations are a dangerous thing. But, yeah. I'm gone. See you tomorrow around 2 o'clock for the Martin Truex Jr. 400 at Martin Truex Jr. Speedway in Martin.